think I cut you off.
Okay.
Man, we're just continuing the streak of every single D&Dave recording, someone gets cut off. Usually it's Artie.
As we should.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
is it a D&D recording if it doesn't happen?
Is it really a... Yeah, exactly. Is it really a recording of one of our sessions if somebody doesn't get cut off at the beginning?
I feel like I do a pretty good job of starting it in between breaks, but it's anytime you, Grim, start
well, I think it's because I announced
especially
it.
Because, yes, that is
but I also,
100% the problem.
Yeah, but I also feel weird just randomly starting it. I like to let you guys know. Yeah,
I mean, that's respectable.
But it's bold of you to assume we wouldn't exploit that.
I know. I'm not surprised. I'm disappointed, but not surprised.
That could be like the slogan of Val's experience.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
In this.
Actually, I'm gonna write that down. Fucking.
Yeah.
New trait. Perpetually disappointed but never surprised.
Yeah, pretty much. I think she's traveled long enough with you guys to pretty much take that to heart.
I was looking through because I wanted to make sure I understood exactly where we left off, and I actually had forgotten that you guys had talked to Captain Othella.
We did.
After. I was thinking you left off based on the map, I thought you left off at Mr. Finster's house, but you guys had that conversation with Othella again, preceded by us asking in game or out of game if Val had a proper introduction or not, to which we realized that they had not. And then she was about to introduce herself, and then Yogg yet again cut her off.
Yeah, that was right. Yeah,
kind of stole the spotlight again.
I remember that. It's great. You know, the one person in the party who actually has like military experience. And, like,
don't hang out with the super friendly Dragonborn though.
I know.
Jeez.
You know, it's fine. It's okay. I think Val's going through it at the moment.
To be fair, this was Yogg's quest.
Yeah, that is fair.
It was. Yeah, Yogg was the one who sought out the captain first.
Yeah. You know, it's fine. They'll let it slide. It's the last two sessions that cave was pretty fucking rough, so it's all right.
Hey, you know what? In return, the first Dragonborn important NPC that we meet, you can talk to first instead of Yogg.
They have to have a background in nature and the forest and
right. They're gonna talk in third person. And be super
Their name's gonna be Dog. Their name's gonna be Dog.
Oh boy.
I wouldn't.
I miss this so much.
I don't think I could do a proper third person entity in that sense, but I especially couldn't try and bounce off of Yogg at the same time. There's no way I could keep character while it's hard enough to have a conversation with Yogg as a straight-laced NPC, but trying to maintain that same energy would be so impossible. But I'll see if I can give it a shot sometime. Yeah. All right, I'm trying to find one more thing real quick. And yeah, Sisk, I said this at the beginning, but like, it's still, I'm in that perpetual state of not sure with this giant city if I have what I need to have ready, but at the same time, I know we're going to be not revisiting this world again, and I know what you guys said you wanted to do and stuff, so.
Do you want us to leave the city?
No, I don't.
Like, genuinely.
I really don't.
Would that be easier?
Really
Can we go visit your family? Oh my gosh.
We're starting to see the cracks a little bit. I mean, look, we're seeing unloaded polygon chunks here in the bottom.
Okay,
well, no. Remember that was Mr. Finster's low-res farm.
Look. Okay. So, remember this, I'm actually kind of pissed off at this in a sense. Remember how I said I thought you guys ended here? And forever ago, Artie, I think, was the one that suggested that one piece of software that makes maps, right? I got that software, and I redid some maps, and then I realized we're not even here, but I still made it.
Oh, yo!
Oh
my god,
way
Mr.
better,
Finster's
and it makes it so much better.
Oh my
This
god.
finally came into focus.
Whoa,
Dude,
we finally put on
cool.
glasses.
The shadow rendering and
Damn.
Those
No, the
oranges?
software is kick-ass. It's so easy. So
Look at
like
those giant oranges he's drawing.
Those
Isn't that cool?
Those are oranges. They aren't even shaped like oranges.
he's got one of those orange bushes.
Why did actually
Those
hold on,
orange
hold on.
bushes.
Actually though, we're in the summer, right?
Listen, stop it.
Those pumpkins should not be this big. At this climate, this
There's
time
like
of year, this
4
latitude.
crops. The software's
Hold
not
on.
perfect. There was only so many crops. The thing in the top right corner, which was supposed to be corn, because you guys specifically planted corn, those are just grass assets. All right.
Well, okay,
That's
corn
all I
is
had.
corn is
It's
grass.
limited.
Corn is a type of grass.
Right. Okay. Sure. Right. But corn doesn't look like that
no.
from the top down. But
to be
they
fair,
didn't have
those
summer range pumpkins. All right.
It's okay.
Those
Well,
do
actually,
look like peeled oranges.
pumpkins would be growing in the summer. I think. What did we say? This is probably June, fantasy June.
This would probably be at this point early July, because I think you guys started
Oh my god, are we at the
fantasy
same?
late June.
Are we at the same time of the year as ICNA?
Probably.
That's actually really funny because ICNA, you guys are. It's the first day of fantasy July, where we're picking up.
Yeah. So we're probably a
So,
week. I think
yes,
in my
they're-
mind I had us starting late June. So yeah, it's actually probably very similar.
Damn, that's really funny.
But yeah, it's kind of stupid because yeah, we're not even in this place anymore. I thought we were, and then I went back. I made this map first, and then realized you guys are actually outside the forest people, outside the
So-
city gates to the north.
So do you have a barracks map then?
I made it super fucking fast. I made it right before I joined this call.
Oh, that's okay.
And it's not very good because I just made really basic
Oh,
buildings
okay,
on the
okay.
outside, and I don't know if I shaded it out or not. So
it's
this
the thought
is
that counts.
yeah.
Whoa.
Can you see inside the buildings or no?
No.
Look at those shadows.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah, no, the
just
software is really fucking cool.
Just the
I've been wanting to get it for a
grass.
long time. I
It's
know
so
it's
easy.
fantastic.
Like this map I made literally in 30 seconds because like you just build a grid, you say you want grassland, you want certain amount of like foliage, and it builds all that, and then I just drag and dropped. I mean, I'll show you what even. I mean, it's just I intended this to just be the ends of the buildings, so like the inside is just automatically generated. I put a few random soldiers in, so like that I made it like a great hall type building, so it's obviously just like a brewery or like a
Hey, it's Quincy.
tavern style. Absolutely
That's
not.
the
How
token
dare
I was
you.
using for Quincy.
How dare you? I just found a handful that have like green cloaks and then threw
Yeah,
them in just
I
in case
know.
I need to run
Actually,
them out. Yeah.
Actually, I have a Hero Forge token for Quincy now, but that was the original one. That was the OG. That's funny.
Right. So
Oh,
yeah, I
poor
just made this
Quincy.
was literally just clicked and accepted, and just I left what was inside because I didn't expect you guys to go in.
Nice.
You guys aren't allowed in the barracks, so it's fine.
Oh.
But yeah.
Hey,
Nope.
so
Hey,
Codex,
even if-
those
get out of there. Get out of
flowers.
there. No codex.
even if Val was gonna talk to them, no.
You can be outside. It's a very restricted. You son of a bitch, Yog.
Just going to see his friend Captain Othello.
You're immediately arrested.
Oh my god. We don't need to spend the session bailing you out of jail.
Unless
surprised
Quite
that hasn't
frankly, I don't know if
happened.
Val would.
A jailbreak sounds like a great session.
Oh
That
my
would
god.
be the final
Yeah,
straw.
that's a jailbreak, huh?
Yeah, akin to Ren trying to decide if he's going to stick with the party that eviscerated humans in front of him who
Oh.
he tried to
Oh.
make peace with. Yeah.
No, I was talking about Sasquatch's one shot part 5, part 2.
Oh,
Which
which one?
the
which part?
jailbreak.
there were so
We're
many.
talking about the
Oh,
next
the jailbreak.
one.
Yeah.
The next one's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
called
The
jailbreak.
next episode.
Next
yeah.
one would be part 5. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
mean, technically part 2, but like,
Well, it's
realistically
technically
part
part
five.
1 of the next episode. So it's
Season
technically
2, part
part
one.
1. Yeah, season 2, part 1. of the one-shot mini-series.
Yes.
Limited
Campaign.
Limited release. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, an important question though on this map: are these wildflowers? Are they native, to the area, or are they invasive species?
I cannot make. Are those D's? I can't make a positive ID on what these flowers are.
It's kind of hard
They
to.
kind of look like the leaves. Kind of look like nasturtiums. The orange and the red ones kind of look like nasturtiums.
I think there are some daisies.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I think there are some daisies in there.
Maybe.
There's a few.
Does the map tool show you what kind of like stuff you could put in, or does it just randomly generate stuff based on what you put in?
That's all randomly generated, so that's just the basic like grassland foliage, and then you can touch it up with different like brushes. So there's like
that's so
a
cool.
more just basic dirt, or you can get more ivy or whatever plants. Inertias, is that what they're called? You can put more of those depending on the brushes and stuff that you touch up with.
Inertias?
I don't know what you said.
Nasturtiums.
That's what I said.
Them there inertiums.
Inertia. I don't know. I don't know what half of them are supposed to be. And actually, I'm not entirely sure what exactly would be native to this region.
Maybe they're fantasy flowers. Captain Othello would know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't ask her.
Yeah.
Don't ask her? Why
Well,
not?
we can go back to Captain Othello and ask about the wildflowers in the
He
area.
needs his charisma.
Yeah.
Just have a 3-hour session talking about plant life.
I mean, that's one. Well, I'm playing the wrong character for this. I literally have
Would
Druid.
Val even care? Would Val even care?
Probably not. Yeah, I literally have a Druid. This is stupid.
Yogg probably wouldn't even know the technical names of flowers either. Yogg would probably have just classified the wildflowers based on how tasty they are, and that's about it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I feel like Codex would probably be the most knowledgeable in a somewhat roundabout way, but like that would actually be most likely, especially given the stat score too, actually. Because I don't know is anyone proficient in nature in this party?
Yogg actually might, low-key. I think he'd just get it straight up for being a druid.
Sense.
Yeah, Yogg is proficient, but
it's
also,
only a +2.
It's a +1.
Oh.
Yogg's intelligence is an 8, yeah.
Oh no. Poor buddy.
We can make the roll. Let's see. What would Yogg know about wildflowers?
Did we stall long enough for you, TJ?
No. Yogg knows nothing.
Oh
Yogg
no!
knows nothing about wildflowers.
What a great start. All right, so Yogg starts eating a poisonous flower.
Oh no! Oh my god.
Delectable.
We're gonna have a 3-hour hospital session.
Poison.
Well, actually, no, it wouldn't. No. I got Val has lay on hands. You can just like.
Does that cure poison?
Yeah, you can just like neutralize a poison using like 5 points, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's a thing. Yeah. That's the whole thing.
Would Yogg's stomach even give a shit? Honestly, is the
make a con save.
I think I'm. It's a poison, and so I have advantage on those rolls.
Are you resistant to that?
That would make sense.
Yeah.
So you're resistant to poison damage.
Yeah, and I get advantage on those rolls.
Okay. It's a little bit
because I'm a green dragon.
Yeah. Ooh. Yogg's fine. Yogg. As Val starts kind of lamenting yet another chance missed to speak to Captain Othello, she looks over and sees Yogg idly munching it away at a fistful of flowers, swallowing, pausing for a second, and then kind of doing like a little bit of a retch, a little bit of a dry heave for a second, and then everything's fine, and he just none the wiser, just completely. This is just a day in the life of Yogg's culinary habits. Might look a little off to everyone else, but
Yogg just picks out one of the colors of flowers and then, oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Real time.
Spicy flower. Not great.
Yeah, you already had spicy water earlier. So, anyways, getting into it. Is there anything else before I half-ass this recap
No,
and then
you can go
see
ahead.
where the session takes us? Okay, so the four of you, having finally recently made it to this very large city, I believe we determined that was everyone's first time in Durendil. I think that was a conclusion that we came to.
Yeah.
You found yourself taking oaths, healing those that came into the temple, finding yourselves at various meat vendors and getting into various antics there, and eventually finding yourself amidst the woodsmen, a kind of branch or military group to the north of the city, kind of tasked with dealing with the outskirts and the various duties that come along with that. While they did not have any direct tasks for you, they did have somewhat of a lead of a very recent report of a farmer to the west, so still within, outside the walls, but still within the city's sphere of influence, of a farmer that had a recent disturbance. Not knowing much about what that might entail, you met one Gerald Finster, who had a recent run-in with some kind of creature that destroyed many of his crops, which you helped him replant, and set on your way to determine the cause of that. You eventually came across the carcass of a boar, following the tracks to the northwest. Finding the carcass, very butchered carcass, seemingly by tools of some sort, and following additional tracks, you encountered a cave full of goblins. A series of fights broke out, both within and outside of the cave. I believe one goblin managed to get away, and there was various close calls, various near-death situations, various acrobatic feats within the cave to very, how do I want to say, to save the lives of your companions as they came very close to death in these various scuffles, to rats, goblins of various intoxications, as well as a particular goblin that seemed to be unnaturally strengthened by some kind of substance that it ingested. But you did find yourself victorious. Amongst the spoils, both of literal spoils of potatoes and various foods and meads and I believe some vodka that Yogg imbibed. Finding yourself in one piece, you made your way out of the cave, reunited with Mr. Finster, who was actually key in uncovering a kind of false door, a hidden compartment within a particular chest that you recovered and brought back, detailing a number of pages, number of notes that none of you could naturally read. However, Codex, as you witnessed through a casting of a particular spell, seemed able to read them and take note of them, though that information was not shared. You then proceeded to go to Captain Othello, where you reported, as she was the captain of the woodsman, she was the one that originally kind of set you on this quest, albeit not knowing exactly where that would take you. You reported back to her what you had found, that you had eliminated the goblin threat, not telling her about one that had gotten away, as Yogg didn't even really think, Yogg nor Dalen really even thought about that. And the other two party members did not even know about that, as that had occurred outside the cave while Codex and Val were inside of it. But you were able to pinpoint on a map that Othello brought out for them to investigate the cave, confirm, your suspicions, and just kind of, for their sake, put a bow on it, ensure that the threat was neutralized. Yeah, and I believe that's it. So you guys now have found yourself still outside the city gates, but a bit away from the woodsmen, or the forest people as they are so known by your group, or by certain members of your group. So you find yourself north of the city gates. I believe you're I don't remember if we took a long rest since the goblin fight. I don't remember if you stayed the night with Mr. Finster. I think you did, right? Yeah.
Val cooked, I think.
Yeah, again, because you did initially. Yeah, that's right, because you cooked again. Remember, that's right. Okay, because I was thinking you had taken a long rest. So yes, so you find yourself, I'd say late morning, not quite noon yet. Outside the city, you did leave that chest with Mr. Finster, as well as a number of coins. And yeah, so you find yourself outside the city, kind of in between the woodsman and the city gates, which you can see in the very close distance. As a small handful of people are milling about inside, but traffic's very light on this summer morning. So, what would you like to do?
The deathly quiet.
And see, this is why I have trouble with the session.
Yeah. I'll say, so we're coming up to the city.
Yeah, I'd say you're a few minutes walk away from the front of the city gates.
Yeah,
so you've got some space around you right now, but it's very, very short walk to get there.
Yogg looks a little withdrawn. I'll say that. Yogg's kind of quiet, more quiet than Yogg is normally, now that the alcohol has worn off. So yeah, Yogg's just kind of quietly walking, munching on whatever Yogg.
Right. So yes, that was the final tie-in. It's handful of flowers eaten, retched, and probably some more of a different color eaten.
It's like pretty clearly like nervous eating too. It's like he's just kind of eating to give his hands something to do at this point, which is a rarity for Yogg. Yogg is normally hungry, but just munching on flowers.
Yeah, I was gonna say Val is also probably quieter than normal. I don't know how perceptible that would be. But probably, actually, I'm not sure. So I think we did have a long rest. We did have a long rest, and I don't remember how much she healed up before that. But she's probably still limping a little bit from, I think the rats were like...
The rats did a number on her, as well as a handful of javelins, I believe.
Yep.
I think the armored goblin wanted a shot. Yeah, I mean, so your previous 24 hours have been a few miles walk round trip, probably about 4 or 5 miles round trip between the gates. Actually, even more than that, because I mean, you walked around the city quite a bit. You did just have a long time at the temple prior to even going to the goblins, where the temple oath took quite a lot of time. So, yeah, your previous 48 hours have been, especially Val, but for everyone, some of little rest, significant amount of combat, seeing your compatriots. I think all of you took, except maybe Dalen, all of you took a number of hits and wounds.
Yogg was actually full health by the end of it.
Well, wild shape,
but you took hits as a bear, didn't you?
As a bear.
So
Val did heal Codex up like immediately after. I think up to full.
Yeah, Codex took some damage and killed a lot of goblins on his own that you all don't even really know about, because
Pyromaniac
I mean,
over here.
you all would have been able to put it together, given you guys all did a thorough search of the cave. So I mean, all of you can choose to decide how much your characters would have put together, but 3 of you know there were I think 4 goblin corpses that none of you had a hand in dealing with, while Codex was kind of off on his own. So yeah, it's been a very draining, to say the least.
I don't think so.
Sorry?
Did we loot the goblins?
Yeah, they didn't have... I don't think you took I think you didn't find a whole lot. I think there was a handful of coins. You did, because there was the goblins themselves really didn't have anything on them individually besides some, low quality weapons. There was a decent, I believe it's a chain shirt. Let me look real quick. Actually, I don't have the book right beside me. Give me 1 second.
Should have taken those potatoes.
Oh my gosh. Did we take the vodka?
No, I don't think.
No, we just got drunk.
Wait.
I think we just took a swig of it.
Wait, no, I thought Val carried it to Finster's house. Hold on. Do I have this written down? Because I know we had the treasure chest. Because Val was, I thought Val was carrying both of them.
That would make sense. Yeah, I mean, what all's in y'all's inventory? Because the woodsmen are heading to that cave shortly, most likely. So
yeah, I can't remember if I don't have it in my inventory, so I don't think I have it written down. So I guess either it got left in the cave, or Val left it at Finster's.
Vodka was in a large barrel, right?
I feel like we talked about it. I thought we talked about carrying it, and then we decided against it.
I don't remember bringing it back. I do have in my notes that Dalen found his axe. It did its job.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right, there was a dead goblin that had fallen upon the axe in its chest. Outside the cave mouth that had initially ran off. But there was one that I believe without a doubt got away. Not the one that you found dead outside. I think there was one that specifically found, because the ending of the session was literally, how much could one goblin do?
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't seen that kobold yet, so I'm sure it's fine.
Right? They're all gathering together.
That one goblin turned out to be Tig, right?
Oh. There we go. Yep.
It's all connected.
It's all coming together.
Oh yeah.
I'll say, because it's been so long, that if you want to retroactively have taken some things, there was there's various meats, breads, cheeses, ales, vodka. I believe there was some small vials of the substance that the one goblin, which was wearing a chain shirt for the record, a small-sized chain shirt, but a chain shirt nonetheless. There are various implements and such that you found kind of in the corner. Let me see if I have a specific breakout of all the stuff.
Yeah, I don't think Val would have taken anything other than that chest.
Yogg was pretty drunk. Yogg probably would not have.
Yogg was pretty drunk.
Yogg probably would have considered taking anything.
Okay. I have in my notes, Yogg is drank, all capital letters.
Drank. Yogg is drank.
I also have my notes, Val made Codex cry, but he hit it masterfully.
Yes, okay, yeah, that was because...
I don't remember.
Okay, so in Mr. Finster's house, he offered us his room, which had, a queen-size bed or whatever, and Codex wanted to cuddle, but Val didn't realize that, and, unintentionally rejected him. So, no platonic cuddles for Codex. And
my line in my notes is, Codex shed tear when Val wouldn't share bed.
I don't know if cuddle is the right word. Did I word that?
Yeah, it was cuddle. It was yeah.
I think you kind of got bait and switched. I think initially you guys talked about sharing a bed.
Yeah.
And then Val kind of changed the mind.
Val has social anxiety, apparently. I didn't mean to put so much anxiety into this character. It just kind of happens.
Oh yeah, I have in my note.
Well,
yeah, the next line of my notes. Now. Val had executive anxiety and decided to sleep by the fire like Dalen. In parentheses, poor Codex.
Yeah, that's right, because you were originally going to share the bed, and the Val was just like, never mind, I'm going to sleep by the fire. I've rethought my decision, which is worse.
Val doesn't even know she pissed him off, because I think we did a deception and insight check, and Codex rolled a 25 or some shit like that. It wasn't even possible for me to get an insight check high enough. So.
Oh yeah, the head will tear that well. Yeah.
This is how the party
no
breaks,
one knows
I
besides
guess.
Codex. So Codex is also acting quiet today.
Oh my god,
dude! This is the most awkward, like, successful return from an adventure ever. We succeeded, but we don't look like it.
How's
Dalen's
Dalen
probably
doing?
got the biggest smile on his face, just admiring nature and the warm air.
100%.
Just looking at his axe admirably, just so happy to be reunited.
He's probably humming.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't think Dalen got hurt.
No,
and pulled off one hell of a like vault over the wedged in Yogg bear. So like everything's turning up Dalen right now.
For him, all of the loose ends got tied up for him. He doesn't even think about that goblin that got away. At the end of the quest, he got back his beloved axe, which was lost. He thought forever.
Nice.
What a good end to a good day.
Just a successful day.
Yeah.
Well.
So I guess are we walking towards the city right now?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. What are we doing?
I mean, we literally left off with you guys concluding your conversation with so it was wake up in Mr. Finster's house, gave him the chest, found the notes, used comprehend languages that may have happened the night before versus the morning of, doesn't matter. Talk to Captain Othello, let her know exactly what transpired and where the cave was, and then concluded that conversation. She returned to her business. And I think I said you guys were walking back into the city, but that wasn't necessarily something you guys declared, but it's kind of the...
Okay. Well...
That's what's in front of you.
Well, I guess...
Did we... here's a question. Did we still have our in-room, or did we, like, stop?
I think we should.
I believe you had it for multiple days.
We had it for, like, a week.
Yeah, I thought we did it for, like, a week, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been, like, 3 or 4 days, I think.
If that.
I don't even know if it's been that many because... well, did you get the inn before? You got the inn before the oath.
Before the oath. And then we took
So that was one night.
1 day. Yep. And then the oath
it's been at least
was
like
full
3
day.
days.
And then Finster was 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had...
So it's
yeah,
been,
this
is the
you
5th
have it
day.
for 2 more nights, or I guess 3 more nights.
Okay, so I'm just going to assume that we're making our way back to the inn.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, if no one else is taking the lead, Val was going to just hang back. But if no one else is, like...
Oh, Dylan was gonna say something, because he's the only one in good spirits, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Completely oblivious of everyone else's plight. So he'll after a couple minutes of walking, I guess he'll stop humming, and just kind of say to no one in particular, "Well, you know, I've never actually had an adventure before. Not quite like that. Quite enjoyed it. What do you think? Back at the inn, I'm sure there's more jobs somewhere else. What do you say? Come on." And continues walking, assuming everyone's right behind him.
Well, I'm ready to take another job.
That's so happy.
Oh my god! Oh my fucking god!
This is the most emo D&D group. With the most oblivious, happy-go-lucky character. I can't.
Oh man.
Maybe after eating first. Yogg... Unsure, but Yogg probably hungry.
Let's just go back to the tavern.
I'm sure they've got some meats there. You're sure you're not hungry, Yogg?
Yogg, not sure. Yogg feel weird. Like
I'm sure a nice. Oh.
No,
sorry, go on, lad.
Oh god, a cat in my lap.
Yogg has a cat now? What?
yeah. I've got a
stray cat.
Yeah.
No, yeah, there's
stray
a stray cat.
That
It's flipped into
Yogg
Yogg's
just
arms.
eats it. No, like bad, like kind of when Yogg hungry, but there's no food around, or like when Yogg eats the last food, but somebody else wanted the last food.
Oh.
Or Yogg just hungry. Not sure.
Well, let's get back to the inn then. I'm sure a nice good meal, a nice pint of water, probably the use of good, a nice pint of ale for me. We could talk about the next adventure.
Yeah, Yogg think maybe spicy water not good for Yogg.
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't expect her to take a huge swig, lad.
Yogg was thirsty. Apparently, fighting goblins makes Yogg thirsty.
You know, it did that to me too. Funny thing, that adventuring.
Alright, so you guys continue walking through. Quick conversation with the guards, just, kind of declaring your business, but no issues.
I'm sure they recognize us.
Yeah,
I mean, they did see. Now.
Right, yeah. But yes, so you're making your way to the Laughing Stallion.
Yeah,
yep.
I assume that was the name of the tavern.
Yeah,
that was where you.
Sure.
That was your favorite place.
Is.
So
the cackling donkey.
No, the laughing ass.
The laughing ass.
Mm-hmm.
That's not.
I wrote that down. No, that's our future tavern. Remember?
Oh, okay. So you find your way here. Familiar sight, place you've been multiple times. There are a number of patrons kind of idly, quietly, going about a meal. One at the bar, one woman to herself, a couple men, younger men, but just engaged in simple conversation. There's a woman going about kind of helping out delivering food, as well as some of yours favorite bartender, Marissa, behind the bar. And she kind of gives a welcoming nod as you walk in. But yeah, you can make your way to a table. There are many to choose from. They don't quite align with chairs and whatnot. But yes, you have found yourself. I don't have a music switch. You found yourself the Laughing Stallion, a familiar respite here, midday.
Weird. It looks a bit different than I remember.
They're rearranged.
Higher res.
Oh, it was great. It was awesome that Mr. Finster lent us his glasses.
Dude, seriously though, this map tool is actually fantastic.
It is
looks
really
pretty
cool.
dope. It's
a little jarring because of how crisp it is. I'm not used to it, but it's so cool. Like, there's so much depth.
There's some ability. I need to look more, because I think if we were to use, I don't know if it's D&D Beyond can use it, but you can, like, there's a 3D, like, this is already somewhat 3D, right? It's kind of that isometric view, but you can do much more. I think you can even do first person, and it can be live with like scripts. So like, like in the middle here, this, it's kind of like a boiling. It's just a kettle on a fire, so you see some steam and stuff. So when you're in the map editor, you can actually, it's animated. It's fully animated.
I was gonna say, I think you can actually upload GIFs to Roll20.
I don't know if I can export it as a GIF though. It's a different. I think I can only export as an image or as like a script file, and then you need to be like a premium subscriber on Roll20 for script for scripting.
Yeah.
And then even then, I don't know if it really gives the full functionality, but that's something I want to look at more, because this is way better than me fumbling around with Incarnate. So
you could probably record it and then make a GIF out of it.
Yeah, you could.
I don't know. I've never made a GIF before, so I'm not sure how that works.
No, that should be. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I made this map in like 2 minutes, honestly, because because it already came with a lot of the tables. What's that?
I so wish the program was multiplayer.
I know, right? It would be so nice if I could just
cool.
post it there. But that's what might be somewhat feasible of being able to, because I think even like in the map header, you can walk around at like first person view, which is really cool because it's full depth, like it's full 3D. It's not just this top down view. And
in that mode, I think you can see the ceiling too, like ceilings and upper stuff.
Oh, maybe I didn't even look till it. Probably, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Because yeah, it's really cool in the dynamic view and whatnot. So anyways, so you find yourself here. So are you all taking a seat there? I assume, getting settled in.
I guess so. Yeah, apparently. Is Codex trying to stay away from Val? Is that what's happening here?
Oh, you saw that? Yeah. Well, now that I know, I'm a little displeased. I take the corner seat.
I think she's just avoiding eye contact with everyone. But...
Such a huffy teenager.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Okay, so as this woman actually mills about a little bit, once you get seated, Marissa actually comes by, kind of walks up to the table and gives you all a cheerful smile and looks about. Oh, welcome back. I hadn't seen you for a little while. Is everything all right? Is everything okay?
We just got back from a quest.
Oh, really? What kind of quest was it?
Well,
now when the music decided to stop playing. Okay,
it's funny for me still.
Yeah, it was the idle activity. So, anyways, sorry. So, what kind of quest was it?
Killed some goblins.
Goblins?
Yeah.
Really? In the city?
Well, it was outside the city. A farmer was having issues with. Well, we thought initially it was a boar. So we tracked the boar, and the boar was dead. So we tracked what we thought killed the boar, and then a whole cave of goblins. Who would have known?
Wow, that's incredible. Okay, and you all made it out okay. I mean, you're obviously here. There was only ever 4 of you, so that's good.
Yeah, a few of us got scratched up a bit, but I think we're all right.
1,
isn't that right?
2, 3. Yogg only counts 3. Was there supposed to be 4? 1, 2. Yogg is just quietly to himself, clearly only pointing at Codex, Val, and Talon.
So
as he recounts.
Marissa looks you guys over, listening intently and having a smile. And as she looks you all over, when she made an insight check, she rolled a nat 20.
Oh,
so is she? Whether or not you guys lock eyes with her, you various. Dalen obviously is. All right, I assume because Dalen.
Oh, of course.
Right. Yogg, Val, Codex. If at any point you look, you can see she's starting to have a very concerned look, and can definitely tell that something is clearly off with the 3 of you. Dalen's
Yogg's just looking more and more worried. Did we lose one? Oh no!
You're the 4th person in our party.
What?
It's you.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay, all right. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Well, you've obviously you've missed some meals that would be part of what you paid for. Is there, whatever you need for lunch, it's on the house. We have some various meats and breads. And is there anything in particular you want, or should I just bring an arrangement?
Boar meat. Yogg did not get boar meat. Yogg would like some.
Okay. I think we have some bacon at least. I don't think it's boar, but
bacon
can't taste that much different. I'll bring you some drinks, ale, water, milk. I know you wanted milk before. You want spicy water?
No.
Topo
Just get him a
please.
water.
Water.
What was that?
Just the water, I guess.
What? We want waters?
Yeah, we'll just go for waters for now.
Oh.
Very well.
I'd like an
What?
ale.
What was that? You want an ale? Absolutely, of course. Just one. You gonna make her drink alone?
Oh, all right then, sure.
Okay, I'll make sure that gets you. I'll see what I can do. She goes about, behind through the kitchen for a little while. Eventually comes back, brings kind of like a charcuterie board style of the breads, a handful of different cheeses, some bacon, kind of a grilled thin steak. Definitely, at least if you were in higher spirits, it would be a fairly robust meal, as well as a pair of ales and a pair of waters. As you guys, eat. Again, this is part of your, I believe, your initial purchase. Is there anything you want to do here while you go about this sulking meal? You can see from the bar, she's still kind of giving. Again, I don't know if any of you would pick up on it. If you guys want to make insight checks, you can. I'd say insight or perception, honestly. She's not exactly hiding that she can see she has some concern with the state of literally all of you except Dalen.
I'll do one for Yogg, but I'm gonna do it with disadvantage just because of Yogg.
That's fair.
Actually, I think
almost good.
Yeah, Yogg, you're the bartender lady's kind of looking at you a lot, but oh damn, that's a nat 20 that got ruined by disadvantage. So you kind of see that she's looking at you, but maybe that's just people like to stare at Yogg sometimes, so this seems fine. Maybe that makes you self-conscious. I'll leave that up to you, but doesn't seem
Yogg waves at the bartender, but it's very clearly not the normal overly cheerful Yogg wave. Right. It's just kind of a little short
waves and immediately breaks eye contact and looks back at the mug of water.
Starts eating.
Yeah, she does give a wave and a smile back, but Yogg probably doesn't even see that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Val is nursing that ale. I think she's probably keeping an eye over by the bar. Do you want to roll a perception check?
Either insight or perception. I mean, I would say, honestly, you definitely can tell that she's looking over. I would say make an insight check just to see if you can choose to make that with disadvantage or not.
Oh, okay. Actually, no. That it's a natural 19 for a 20 total.
Okay. Yeah, you can. Maybe you didn't notice at first when Marissa came by initially, just because you were kind of settling in. But yeah, she's definitely showing some concern and maybe some trepidation on what to do next in terms of literally you guys were very joyous and boisterous when you came in 2 days prior, and now this is after this supposed quest. Everyone but Dalen is very much different, and she's she probably has come by a couple times and made some quick small talk and offered for various refills. Dalen, I imagine you probably are outpacing Val considerably on this ale, but
you might be on his second.
Okay, yeah. So she brings it happily. And throughout this, Val, you can tell she's showing some concern, if not, or some concern and worry, if not being unsure of what exactly to do, because it's kind of a weird dynamic too, because Dalen is so boisterous and happy, so it's kind of hard for her to broach, because anytime she probably tries to, so what happened, and then Dalen just recounts everything that happens so happily.
Dalen does notice that everyone's being a little quiet, but he's not really sure. His charisma is so low. I put charisma up to emotional intelligence. Okay. So he doesn't really understand. He notices, but he doesn't really know what to do. And in his village, in his way of life, people when they had problems, this is how they dealt with it. Right. So he's not pretending it's not existing. He just isn't quite sure what to do. He was actually when there was a break, he was gonna ask Val about ordering an ale, because that's not normal.
Okay, so do you ask that?
Well, actually, real quick, I was gonna say if I manage to catch eyes with her, try and crack a little bit of a smile, just everything's fine, perfectly okay.
You see her.
Don't worry
her
too much.
Worry just increases as you try this, because it's It's very half-hearted and clearly just
That's fair.
Pained. Yeah. Again, I'm rolling off this nat 20 that she rolled. She's
I don't think I can roll
not
high
going to
enough
be easily
for that.
fooled right now.
Actually,
yeah,
no, I could.
And you guys.
I could. My deception's not bad.
Do you want to make a deception check?
Oh, I'd have to get like a. So is it meets it beats it for a nat 20? Would it have to be
sure.
Nat 20s.
I didn't.
Nat 20s.
I mean, I would say she's also probably. Wait, what'd you say, Sisk?
Nat 20s are generally an auto success. Like.
Yeah, I mean, when it's contested, I would say see if you can roll a nat 20.
Well, okay,
your
so
deception
then
is
if I have to hit a 20,
decent, right?
if I have to hit a 20, I have to roll at least an 18. I've got a +2.
Okay, I would say I'd probably give her a plus. I'd give her a +1 at least, maybe 2. I mean, I don't have her stats. I don't expect you to fight her, but I would imagine what I want to say, an experienced bartender is going to have some ability of, insight, So let's give her a 22.
Okay, so I have to get a nat 20. All right, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
3.
The smile makes it worse. She definitely looks concerned, and even after you're halfway through it, you realize, okay, she definitely knows something's wrong. It's kind of your internal monologue. Hell, even honestly, Dalen, this probably is exactly when you ask, because even you probably can tell. Actually, no, Dalen, make an insight check.
Oh boy.
You have to beat a 5.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah, so as you're getting ready, as you're kind of you're probably, I don't know, recounting this whole play-by-play of the Goblin Cave at this point. I don't know if I imagine Dalen's probably leading the whole conversation, but as you're talking or whatever the conversation or lack thereof, you notice, yeah, Val's doesn't look too good, and it's kind of weird that she's at midday drinking an ale right now.
This is probably when he put the pieces together. I mean, he was already surprised she ordered an ale, but
sure, now it's finally, probably isn't eating very much. Nobody really is eating that much.
Yeah. So Val, ordering ale at this time of day, that's not normal, is it? I mean, you normally don't drink, do you? You all right?
Yeah, it's fine. It's nothing.
If you say so. I mean, normally I find that a nice pint usually does the trick. Also, I think the music stopped, and it was really jarring for my poor small brain to speak while that happened.
Yeah, so Yogg, as Dalen asked this, as you're you kind of notice, Val, everyone seems a little, I mean, Codex, if you want to make Codex, are you even trying to hide your frustration, or are you just staring daggers at Val this whole time?
No, I'm not staring at her like that. Okay. I think I'm just gonna thoroughly enjoy my bacon.
Okay. So Codex seems to be cheering up a little bit, but yeah, Yogg, Val seems a little off as well, especially as Dalen. That's a good point. Dalen's making a good point. Val doesn't really drink this often, or this early very often.
Yeah, he kind of was implying that, like, I like to drink. That's what cheers me up. But it's weird that she's doing that. That's kind of what he was implying.
Is Val's stomach also upset?
I mean, I guess you could say that. I don't know why this is such a big deal.
If
well,
what exactly do you mean?
I mean, I drink with you all the time. I don't know why this is weird suddenly.
Not all the time. I mean, it's only been a few times in the past several months. Which have been great, by the way. I suppose. It's just not, it doesn't seem normal, that's all. I just thought I'd ask. Like I said, I mean, what always gets me in the good spirits is having a nice pint. But that's not the same for everyone, it seems.
You want some bacon?
Who is that directed at?
No. What's the funny? I'm offering my food.
Codex about to get rejected again.
I'm good.
Oh,
Thanks.
Man. Get you some anyhow.
What did I do to you?
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
Yog's family used to say that if you feel bad, you should eat. But Yog's stomach feels weird. Yog will take bacon. Yeah. Yog will take a piece of bacon and then just kind of like nibble on it. Just sit there like.
Which you've never seen Yog do.
Yeah.
Are you doing all right, Yog?
Yog doesn't know. Yog did Yog mess up? Yog think Yog messed up.
How so?
Well, Yog got really angry, and Yog went after that goblin, and because of that, Val and Codex got hurt. That's not good.
No, it wasn't.
Well,
I'm not angry at you.
Is the arrow still in my arm?
No, it's not. No, it's not. We talked about this last session. Val
Codex
took it
has just been a
out and
pincushion
healed
this whole
you.
time.
Oh my
It's okay.
god.
It's okay, y'all.
I mean, I would say you still got some tears in your clothing. That hasn't, unless somebody has mending. I would say you guys
Nope.
still have.
I don't think
Yeah.
we do.
I'd say that's something you guys can patch in time, on the road in downtime. That we don't need to explicitly go to various clothing mending shops and whatnot. But tailor is the word I was thinking of. But like, yeah, at this point now, with how fresh things are, yeah, you guys still have some dried blood and cuts and your in various undergarments.
Oh damn! I should go wash up.
right now.
I mean, you're not like a bloody mess. It's just like there's still some like you guys aren't. It's minor details.
Yeah, I think
But
Val
it is definitely remnants of the battle still present on your person, even if others probably can't outwardly notice. You guys definitely can.
I think
Still have that.
Oh, and I think Val's got a couple new scars. I think Val probably I think her chainmail probably needs to be like thoroughly scrubbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought we cleaned up a little bit at Mr. Finster's.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, yeah, I'm not trying to. Yeah, I would say it's. You guys are certainly presentable, but very close inspection. Yeah, there's still remnants of a very bloody battle on each of y'all, except maybe, or no, Dalen's boots were like covered. I believe that was the specific call out. Was
I got brain goo in my boots.
God. Gross.
Ew.
Yeah, and like again, you're not tracking that through, but you can still, if you think about it, yeah, you can still. It's still in there a bit, yeah.
So Dalen will also reply to Yogg. I mean, to be fair, Yogg, they're attacking us either way, and it's not like you're the one that shot arrows or threw swords at them. If anything, you were just trying to defend, just like I was. We just got split up because of, well, I mean, I've never been in a battle before. Have you?
Just the bird things, axe beak things, and that thing where we drank the soup or whatever. But Yogg, maybe if Yogg didn't do that, there would have been less owies. Owies, was that the name for it?
I wince at the term owie.
Flashbacks.
Yeah.
About this time, Marissa comes back. Another kind of smaller plate of bacon to replenish, since that seems to be one of the few things you guys are significantly eating. She says, here you go. I think you feel like you've earned it. You know, you all seem to be a bit down, but I think you did a good thing. I'm not going to say you saved the city, but dealing with a bunch of goblins is no small feat. Who knows what problems they could have caused. You know, the city's got enough of them nowadays, so the fact that you all came in here, newcomers, and did that, I think that's a good deed. And I think you all are being too hard on yourselves for whatever reason, so I want to commend you for that. And kind of says that and feels good about herself and kind of awkwardly sets the bacon down and...
Thank you.
Of course. You're very welcome.
He's drinking.
Y'all will kind of nod and then finish another piece. Okay. Sorry.
Okay. What'd you say, Artie?
I was say Dilly gives her a thumbs up because he's drinking, and I guess as she's walking away, I'll see like, thank you.
Of course. Do you need another ale?
I think I'm all right for now. I'm gonna enjoy this bacon. I haven't had a bit yet.
Take as much as you need, and she kind of walks in. You know, they're obviously milling about through here and helping out various customers and people coming in and out of the back as more food's being served. So,
Yogg, I don't know if that was. I don't know if that was the right decision. I don't know if it was. Wasn't necessarily a bad decision, but just please don't do that again. You could have gotten hurt or killed.
Oh, Yogg is fine. Yogg is okay. Yogg is just sorry that Yogg does not think the best sometimes. And Yogg is sorry that Val got hurt because Yogg doesn't think.
That wasn't your fault. I did some stupid shit too.
Well, there is one good thing.
That we're alive.
Yogg will look up at Dale and like hopefully like like clearly needing a good thing here.
You know, Codex, you're right. That's two good things. One, we're alive, and two,
we have bacon.
Yes, three good things. What I mean to say is, now we know not to do that again. Now we learned, right? Just like when I was a wee bab, and Mum was cooking, and we had a nice big roast going on the fire. And I just grabbed some. Burning hot. Couldn't use my hand for 2 days. Sometimes that's just how you learn. Not bad for an wisdom roll. I think that was pretty poorly accurate.
Yogg does have bacon. Everything is okay with bacon.
I'm glad the most important thing got through there.
Yogg grins and then starts eating the bacon a little more enthusiastically.
I should have known better, but it's fine. I'm glad you all are okay.
Dale's gonna lean in to Val. I tried.
I appreciate that.
Now what about you? We have some bacon with us. Apparently the best thing that's happened.
Yogg nods with a full mouth of bacon.
Yeah.
Might make you feel better.
Fine. Takes a piece of bacon.
Do the airplane noise.
No. No.
Here comes the axe beak.
Pull that shit again. I'm gonna go to the temple.
All right, so as you guys
Dylan did not do that in character. Just so it's clear.
All right, so as you guys do whatever, take whatever means to attempt to cheer each other up, and again, moods are lifted however much you choose them to be. You finish your meal, whatever ails. I'd say, considering unless you're trying to get considerably drunk, it's free of charge, given that, you know, kind of considering it part of what you'd already paid, kind of catching up on meals you missed, and out of whether or not you know it, out of Marissa's pity, seeing the state that you all are in, you guys finish your meals, and again, whatever much you may have eaten, but you feel content with what you were given and given your mood. I kind of need to use the restroom, but I would say whatever you guys want to do next, I'm going to take a quick break and use the restroom if you guys want to take a second as well, or choose to decide what you want to do. But
I probably should also pee. That's probably smart.
5 minute break, and then we'll resume the next section. I assumed, I read the room. I figured this would be about time.
Yeah.
So yeah, 5 minutes, and then we'll continue.
Whoever's left gets chat.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna join the piss party. I'll be back.
The piss party? Oh man.
I mean,
you're not wrong. Oh man.
I kind of want breakfast food now.
Really?
Honestly.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh man. I forgot what it was like playing a character that doesn't like to talk about themselves. So is Kodak genuinely angry? Or I can't think of the right word for it.
Heaved? No, not really.
No.
I think I mixed up the order of events, because I think the bed thing was before the cave thing.
Nope, that was after.
That was after?
That was the previous night in game. Because, okay, so we had gone to Mr. Finster's house to investigate. And then we had helped him, like, fix up his farm, and then we had stayed the night. And then the next morning we had gone out to the goblins, and that took most of the day to do all that. And
I'm back.
Welcome back. And then we got fucking traumatized in that cave, and then we came back, and we spent the night at Mr. Finster's house, and then the next morning we went to Othello's, and then we're here. So the bed incident was the previous night. After the cave.
If anything, I think I'm just a little sadder that everyone's taking more bacon now.
Val's look like
Shouldn't have brought it up.
Piece.
Yeah.
Mainly Yogg. Let's be honest here. The food was actually lasting for a second before Yogg cheered up.
Is Yogg I guess it might have to be an inside check, I guess. Is Yogg cheered up, or like I don't know.
I'll say that I'll say that would need to be an inside check.
Okay.
If Val wanted to
Yeah, probably after TG gets back.
Yeah.
We're just gonna play the campaign without our DM. Oh my god. Okay, Artie, is this how you feel playing Callus all the time?
It's difficult.
Just like emotionally constipated? I forgot how hard this is to play a fucking stupid stoic character.
Sorry, I didn't expect you to say that.
No. Sorry.
I mean, it's not quite that she holds so much back. A little bit. It's it's a challenge. It's definitely a challenge. I will say, like, it's weird also because I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum with Dalen, and right now in this situation, navigating how he acts it's in my. I have it in my notes. It's painful to play right now.
Yeah, I know. This is so difficult. I can't. It's so hard to just not talk.
Dude, yeah.
You got a bunch of
I did this to myself.
antisocial / not communicative characters all going through shit.
I built a character that doesn't like to talk about themselves at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm suffering. It's
and
fine.
you don't have, and you're the most
I know.
forward person, so when they're in the dumps, then yeah.
Yeah, it is very much what it's like to play Callus. All the time I'm just like, oh, I want to say this, and then I'm like, wait a minute, would that be in character? Would that make sense?
Yeah.
And usually the answer is no.
Yeah.
That's how Ren is in some ways, and then it's the opposite where I have to say the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah, it's a, yeah.
But, yeah, Ren's not a touchy-feely talk about
the Dalen
stuff,
Callus divide.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to set the precedent.
Right. I mean, yeah, we don't really have a singular, like, let's process our trauma and our feelings character in either campaign. Val, again, Val's the closest. But she's not in the mood right now, so.
Val,
yeah, no.
Val can do that for other people, not for herself.
Sure.
Yeah.
Dalen's fine with it, he's just a fool. So it really doesn't help.
Which, speaking of, I guess, okay, two things. One, are we actually leaving the tavern right now? Are we going anywhere?
It's up to you guys.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, we're resuming in the tavern. It's up to you what you want to do, whether you discuss it in or out of character. I'm fine if you want to discuss it out of character to make it easier.
It's up to you guys.
I wouldn't mind a minute of out of character because
yeah, it's fine.
my Dalen muscle's rusty.
Because I have a second thing. I would like to do an insight check on Yogg, if Yogg is actually doing okay now that we had a meal, or not.
So is this is this Val checking after the fact, like at the end of all this conversation,
yes.
like now that
probably so,
okay,
like,
so
if we are leaving the tavern, probably like while we're leaving or like getting out onto the street. Yeah. So I got it. Oh. 9.
Yeah, no, Yogg.
It's fine.
You've seems fine. Yeah, it really was just maybe more of a stomach issue, and given the vodka and the plants, and having a bit of a confession, seems to have alleviated his mood, and he seems back to jovial old Yogg.
Awesome.
So
almost was able to process in other characters, but nope.
Imagine.
I need to get water real quick. I forgot to do that while it's up. So you guys can discuss what you want to do. I know.
How fucking dare you?
Oh my god! I'll be able to listen on the stream though, because I have it pulled up. So 1 moment. Be it as you were.
We should just stay silent.
So, man, TG is just the worst. I mean, right? Like, were we going a different?
Yeah,
were we going a different direction there?
Yeah, I was gonna do.
Well,
yeah. What a great DM.
Oh, yeah. No, he's great. He's great.
Oh my god. I can't do this.
I'm sorry.
I can physically do this.
Chat right now.
I just love how, like, he really gives us time to talk by going to get water. That's
hey, I'm back. What did you all decade?
Nothing. No.
Nothing.
I'm aware.
Wow. I don't like how you said that. I don't like the tone.
For the record, that I said we should stay silent.
Instant fail.
Really?
Instant
fail. DC
yes.
30. Really just DC 23, and then it's Actually, no. DC 22. Yeah.
Oh. All right. So, the Codex, was that an insight against me or Yogg, or it doesn't matter too much, but with a 4, but
I guess the out of character talk about how great you are.
oh yeah, I'm so great. Yeah. Yogg might
Don't worry
be...
about that. Don't worry about that check.
Okay.
I was debating whether Yogg would be smart enough not to do what I was gonna have him do, but he's
God.
The dice
That's
saved the
terrifying.
day.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the dice did save the day. So yeah, where do we want to go? I know we mentioned jobs. We did bring that up in character.
Yeah, so that was Dylan's suggestion, because he genuinely had a good time, but also, you know, something he didn't get to mention, because being Dalen is hard. The reward was actually pretty good. I mean, we're suddenly like way richer than we were before. Not that we're rich, but
So rich. Oh my god.
How much gold do each you have? Actually, that's a good question.
I
Have you
have
split it up, or do
119.
you have a shared fund still?
Yogg has 160.
136.
Yeah, we definitely divvied if Yogg
Yeah.
has 160.
yeah.
160, 136, Codex, Dalen. This is just good for my records.
I have 116.
Just the gold?
Yeah, unless you have significant amounts of others, that's usually going to be the only.
I have 22 silver, actually.
24 silver. Yeah.
25
5 copper.
silver.
All right, so about 116 to 163 each. So, yeah.
Oh,
good
I'm
enough.
sorry. 119. I'm sorry.
Ugh,
Wow, I can't believe you lied.
now that changes
I know.
everything.
Well,
Okay,
I think.
so
Well, so okay. If it's possible, if it
me.
even fucking exists, gotta find a courier. If it
Okay.
exists. And I think didn't you mention wanting to go back to dare I say odds in the end of the line? Wait, don't laugh like that.
How much would
evil?
how much would that bother you? As Val,
Oh.
as character, like how much would that bother Val?
Well, okay. So if you
Scale
guys
of
want
1
to
to 100.
go, if you guys want to go there, Val's just gonna stay in the tavern because it's like next door, isn't it?
Oh, then it's
pretty
not worth
close.
going.
It's like within a block, yeah.
Yeah, Val's just not gonna go with you to odds in the end of the line.
Oh, then I'm not gonna go.
That's going to really reassure Marissa.
I mean, does Dalen want to?
Dalen actually doesn't really care that much.
Oh, you
I mean,
you just want to see
once
Val and Carl go at it. I get it.
Yeah,
honestly, mostly just want to see Carl. But I will say, I will stand firm on this hill. We did find everything we were looking for in that shop.
True.
Carl's actually a courier. I don't think you realize that. He
God.
will send
Carl-
whatever letters you want free of
Carl-
charge as long as you talk to him.
That would
Carl
be evil.
is the only courier in the city, apparently.
Carl the courier.
Oh wow.
It's even alliterative. It just works.
So.
That was mostly me being silly. I don't think there was too much Dalen actually needed there.
I mean, it's fun.
It is a fun shop, though. I mean, I genuinely appreciate the NPC
You
in
can
all
find
of
a
his
map there.
horribleness.
It's cool.
One way
What
to
kind
find
of
out.
map?
Or
You already struggled with the paper last time you were there.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
Val does like actually want like an actual journal that's not like falling
You
apart.
have an actual journal. I thought you got one that was in
No!
good condition. Or did you
No,
only...
no,
Oh,
she
yeah,
didn't
you
buy
found
the
that
teal
one, and then...
because
and then-
fucking Carl.
Turned it down
And
because
then
it was
she just
teal.
left. No, it wasn't just because it was teal. It was because Carl was being kind of a bitch about it. Sorry,
you came into
YouTube.
the store.
He was
Destroyed
being
some of his property.
racist.
He wanted you to speak common.
Yeah, so the party
What
can
would you
go
like to do?
there, but Val will let you guys know that she's not going back in that store.
Genuinely speaking, though, I do want to see if there's like, I don't know, a job board or like any other quest type things. That's my vote as a party member.
Yeah, how does the party feel about going back to the temple?
I'm impartial.
The party's
Yog really
temple.
doesn't care. Yeah.
I mean, just for like job search.
I guess we could.
I mean, it's like
Oh,
you
they
know,
probably
it's,
have, like-
it's like Val's like actual like sworn
Job,
now. So
That's a great place to start.
maybe there's something that we can all work on.
I love that. The best part is Val will have to do all the talking.
Yeah, no, it's great. I think
Temple,
Val left that temple puking on the steps. So
That was the last
we
experience.
haven't been back there since. It's awesome.
There's someone on the outside still trying to clean it up in the summer heat.
Val cleaned it up.
Oh.
We literally, I listened back through the VOD. I made a point of that. Val cleaned it up.
Well,
I know.
if Val
It was
needs
like
personal
phlegm
atonement,
anyway.
we just saved the whole city from a horde of goblins, right?
Yeah.
What a good deed.
A horde.
I'm sure that counteracts a little
don't
bit
know.
of bile on
I
some
don't know,
steps.
man. Desecration of a temple is pretty bad.
But it wasn't on purpose.
Yeah.
Loophole, moral loophole.
Checkmate. I'm sorry.
For real though, I think
Althea
that's
hates this one
next
simple
idea.
Oh my god.
I think that's a great idea. Starting with the temple for leads.
Sure. Yog has no idea where to go, so yeah, Yog is definitely just gonna kind of follow along.
Well, we did it. We helped the forest people.
Yeah, we did Yog's
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Yog was
we
already. Yog's idea would be, let's go back to the forest people.
How does Codex feel about the temple? About going with Val to the temple.
I think something as little as bacon is fine to get his spirits up.
A simple man.
Simple young boy.
A little bit of meat, go a long way.
Oh my
yeah.
god. Okay. So, are we going to the temple
No, he's fine with
then?
it. Yes.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm assuming Val's probably leading there.
Oh, I don't remember the way at all.
We'll have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll
yeah.
have to be.
Can
We
I,
just call for
Can I-
directions.
can I keep an eye out for like a courier service? Like if there's anything, I don't know if they'd have. I don't know what the courier service is like in this kingdom. If they have like dedicated, like a building, or if it's just like random people.
That Carl guy's just
Are you
running
just-
across the field or something.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You're the postman! Oh god! Carl in fucking booty shorts and sandals. Ew.
Is that what you want to see?
No.
I'm here for it.
God no! I will not be drawing that.
So did you not ask Marissa already? I don't remember if you asked about a courier service or not.
I don't.
I do not believe you
know.
ever asked her.
I don't think
don't-
so.
Oh god, should I? I don't.
You were here.
I want to talk to her, but Val doesn't want to talk right now.
But Val wants. Does Val's not wanting to talk outweigh Val's desire to send letters?
That's a good point. Yeah, I guess I. I guess
That's
I'll
that
probably
8 wisdom,
ask.
baby. That's my my wisdom.
Yeah, it's kind of important. It's kind of like a. Actually, it's pretty important. I guess I'm not sure how often is like Marissa stopping by the table.
I mean, as much as a standard kind of, maybe a little less than like your average waitress, and she can kind of, she's tending the bar, and she can see, I mean, you guys are wrapping up your food, so I would say probably if you guys are getting ready to be done, you haven't asked for more ale, food is pretty much finished, or at least you seem to have not be touching it for a bit, she would probably be coming by before you leave. So are you waiting for her to come by? Do you want to have a conversation with Marissa? Is this what you're asking me?
Oh, I guess so. I don't want to, but you're gonna probably make me RP it.
If you, yes.
Yeah. At least you're honest.
Okay, so yes, as you guys are wrapping up, so this is a bit after, Yogg's. Basically, once Yogg starts eating the bacon, the food wraps up a bit quicker. You all start eating the bacon and getting into the other various, simple meal, but a filling one, especially since at Mr. Finster's it was primarily vegetable based. So this is a nice change of pace. So Marissa comes by and, grabs the near empty or empty, large kind of, I don't want to say plate because this is simple. It's more like just a large plank of wood, charcuterie board style and whatnot. But takes that and looks you over again. And actually, I'm going to make an insight check for her. That was almost what would have been a 20, but it is not that good. So she seems much less, what's the word? Worried, I suppose. I think there's a better word for it, but concerned. Concerned would be a good one. She seems to be more content with y'all's posture and whatnot. You all seem to be in a better place to her. So she takes it. So says, "Okay, well, this seems to have been to your liking. Is there anything else I can get for you? I assume you've got a busy day today, saving the town and all."
Yeah, actually, if you don't mind, would you know if is there like a courier service in the city?
Yes, I believe so. There's a simple service that operates around. We don't get much mail in the way of mail here, but I believe somewhere near the docks they operate there. It's very simple. Couriers of Caldaria, I think they go by. That way they can travel by land or sea, or river in this case. But I think you can go there. People have talked about that before.
That's like
never had need of it myself.
Yeah, and that's like goes outside of the kingdom.
It goes outside of Durendil.
Durendil's a kingdom. Is Durendil a kingdom?
It's like a large, it's like an independent kingdom. It's like the city plus some neighboring smaller farm towns and such that it kind of has, not necessarily fiefdoms, but similar. But it's not it only operates within a few miles around it. Yeah, it's not like an empire. It's not multiple cities, but it's in good standing with other cities. But it's an independent.
It's like a city-state.
City.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, with some obligations to the smaller farm towns, which will supply various, things and some level of protection. Yeah, but yes, Durendil itself is like not. It's not a chain of cities or anything. Yeah.
Okay.
But yes, it'll take things outside of Durendil, of course. How far are you looking to send something?
Another good question. How far? That
is a good question.
This is a very good question. How far did Val travel to get here?
I don't know if I know I have a map from a while ago. I don't know if I included Althea.
I don't think we ever figured this out.
Yeah, so Althea is a mild climate, right? Althea, sorry. Althea, yeah. Yeah, so Althea's mild climate, right? Not particularly. We can also decide this outside of the session because I don't think I ever pinned it to a specific spot.
Did you ever make an updated map?
I think I did, but I don't believe I ever included. I'm trying to figure out where. Here it is. Yes, here it is, and I don't think I ever plopped Althea in. Saltheus, I'm sorry. So
I'm kind of wondering if I should just rename it all, because then it's less weird with the other campaign. I don't know. We'll work on that.
Yeah, let's say you tell her how far it is, and we'll determine exactly where on the map outside of this.
I think it'd be decently far. It's not close.
Yeah, I would say you definitely have traveled, multiple days away.
Probably more than that.
It was a trek. It wasn't, yeah. But it wasn't like across the continent, because Durendil's in the dead center of the continent, pretty much.
Yeah.
But yes, I would say you definitely traveled quite far, because I
thought we said it
well,
wasn't...
we'll figure that out.
I thought we said it wasn't, like, close enough where, like, Durendil would have been, like, involved at all with, like, war military things. They're, like,
right.
not, like, insanely far away.
Yeah, it's like, it's not exactly a remote area. It's definitely known, but not directly related to, yeah, they don't directly interact. So yeah, we'll, let me make a note to fix that and make sure we give it a defined location. Yes, yeah. It is far, but it's like, it's a place that she would have heard of.
I was gonna say, would she even know?
I feel like given Durendil's like popularity, and this is a somewhat successful, decent inn, I would say it rings a bell, and she's like, oh, okay. I don't think she could pin it onto a map, but she's heard of it. It's not completely foreign to her. Okay, well that's a bit of a trek, but yeah, they should be delivering it to there. It shouldn't be a problem. I can't say how much that might cost, but it should be within their range.
Oh, yeah, I mean, not really worried about cost, but yeah, thank you.
Of course. Anything else I can do for you? What be your next adventure? What are you getting into today, if I might be so bold as ask?
Well, I think we're gonna head back to the temple.
Was that to the whole party?
Yeah, alright.
Yes, I mean, yeah. Yeah, she's definitely not just complete. She's very much talking to all of you, even if it was only Val directly responding. But yeah, it's everybody.
It's something amazing, I guess.
That's exactly what we're trying to figure out. You don't have any leads, do you?
What kind of leads are you looking for? You're already at the best pub in town. What more could you want?
That's fair.
Dalen gives a hearty laugh. That's very true.
This is your first time in the city, right?
It is for me, yep.
For Yog too. For Yog too. Yes.
Well, I don't stray too far from here, but the All Worlds Market can be quite a bit interesting. There'd be some interesting food and drink there if you've never been. It's in the bit of the heart of the city, and there's some various entertainers and people that be looking for coin. You'd also be looking for pickpockets as well, but it'd be a bustling part of town.
Yeah, I think we stopped by there. What was that the other night? Didn't you?
Yeah, I heard that. That seems. I've heard the rumors. There's a bear over there somewhere.
A bear? That doesn't seem.
No,
right.
You know, people are. It's just rumors.
Yeah.
There's a lot to talk there. You meet quite a few people there. Some local, some foreigners that took up and made a living there. So it's a fun jaunt.
Yog knows about bears.
Don't. Yog.
Do ya?
Oh, yes. Yog is very familiar with bears. They have these big teeth and claws. You have to be really careful when you turn into one, because like if you don't get the fur right, it starts to look weird and like you look like you're diseased.
Yog.
But Yog, what?
Has that happened to you, Yog?
Yeah, you
once.
From experience.
Once, Yog tried to turn into a bear, but forgot that bears don't have long tails, so Yog just kind of looked weird.
Marissa, he's
Dalen looks at Marissa and smiles. A genuine smile.
So, since the beginning of this, Marissa has been joyous and smiling and charismatic. And you can see the smile that she had is still just there, but it's definitely like, there's a little look of concern peeking through and confusion. And, turning into a bear, that's not unheard of, obviously. But the level of this story is unique. So you can see her kind of looking a little Not concerned, not scared, just very confused and unsure of where to go next.
Don't ask.
Okay. And, yeah, so, the Acropolis is a bit of a sight. If you've never seen, you can't really get very close, but it sits up a bit. You can view it from above the wall, or from ground level. It peeks up above the walls a bit. It's a bit of a shine to the city. And that'll be near the docks there if you want to be going to the courier. It's up to the northwest part of the city. But yeah, just walking around is a fun part. There's a bit more to see in the western side. The southeast here is a bit more lower income and can be a bit rougher around the edges, but I'm sure y'all will be fine. Just like I said, watch out for keep your coin purses close as you walk through.
Well, it sounds like we have our day planned out for us then, eh?
Very well. Just be sure to come back here. We'll have a good dinner for you. Again, part of what you paid, so don't want you to be missing any more meals. But I won't be keeping you any longer. So, unless there's anything else I can get for you.
I
just looking between you guys.
I think that'll be all. Thanks.
What? Why, thank you, lass.
Of course, my pleasure. See you tonight. And she walks back and checks on the other tables as she makes her way back to the bar.
Since when do you start calling people lass? Never heard you say that before. Dan.
I suppose you're right. I don't know. I've been looking at life with a new vigor ever since I found me old axe. Thought it was gone for sure. Sometimes you just have to appreciate things while they're there.
Dalen has never called Yogg lass.
Do you want
to be called lass?
No, just Yogg making an observation.
Did she rather us call you lad?
Do you not like being called lasses and lads?
A lad. Well, Yogg, what are lads and lasses?
It's like a word for like boy or girl in like a respective way, kind of.
Hard to describe. I use it all the time back in my hometown.
I think Yogg just likes being Yogg.
Yogg is Yogg.
Yogg is Yogg.
Gosh, I envy you.
Only Yogg could be Yogg.
True, and only Val could be Val.
That's right. I don't think Val could ever be Yogg. Could Yogg be Val, though?
Yogg could not be Val.
No.
Yogg would not like being in a temple.
Oh, it's really not that. It's actually quite nice.
Yogg tried being in a temple once, but Yogg was too big for the temple. Yogg kept breaking things.
I think you mentioned that before. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, but...
it's okay. Yogg's family fixed everything. But that's why Yogg went to live in the forest. Yogg can't really break the forest.
Val.
The wisdoms of Yogg.
You know, I was gonna say I don't think you're going to break anything in the temple, but please don't break anything in the temple. It is very important to me.
Yogg will try. Yogg gives a big old thumbs up and a wide smile.
Well, I suppose that settles it then. Shall we go to the temple first, or would you like to stop by I think she said the docks for the courier?
Yeah,
what do you think?
where is the dog? Yeah, I know, I got too many thoughts in my mind right now, you know, it's fine. Where are the docks in relation to the temple? 'Cause I know that wasn't the temple district in the middle of the city?
More or less, yeah. So I have a sketched map that's super I want to make a map for reference, but that's way above my incarnate pay grade right now. So.
Hey. What I'm hearing is we just need to do another map seminar. I gotta work on some regional maps. You know, it's on it's on my list.
So the city itself is very circular. So looking at it from a clock standpoint, the docks are at like an 11 o'clock, top left corner or top left quadrant. The temples are more centralized, but yeah, they're kind of like a 7, 8 o'clock point. And then but it's more in the center. And then you guys, you actually had to walk a bit to get here, since you came in from the north side. This is kind of towards the southern central part of the town, so you're pretty close to the temple. And going towards the temple is mostly in the direction of the docks. So you definitely wouldn't want to go all the way to the docks just to come back to the temple, unless you're really, I mean, that would be a little bit of extra travel if you were to do the docks first. So going in the direction of the temple is putting you close, is a little bit out of the way towards the docks, but it's not that far out of the way.
So, temple first? I mean, I guess I could probably ask if they have, you know, they might have a courier service of their own.
Will they have food at the temple? Y'all still kind of hungry.
I don't know.
Oh.
I actually don't know. I can ask.
Okay.
Codex to the temple.
I mean, we're going to be passing by the market if you want anything.
Market would be a little bit above, like, north of where you are.
Wait, wasn't there a market, like, right outside, wasn't, like, near the temples? Because that's where...
Yeah, but you're already kind of south of
around.
That. It wouldn't be too far out of the way.
Would we be walking through the market to get to the temple?
We wouldn't walk through.
No,
I think that was to the side of it.
Okay.
Like, if
it's like
I'm remembering things correctly.
Right, and it's a little jumbled just because I resketched the map a bit. But yeah, it's like
right.
It wouldn't be far. It definitely would not be far out of the way to hit the market up first.
Do you want to stop by the market first?
Oh, Yog is fine. Yog think that thinking has just made Yog hungrier than normal.
Huh.
But it okay. Yog probably has something in Yog's backpack.
And it's not unheard of for that. I mean, there are like little food stands and vendors kind of scattered throughout randomly. It'd be kind of a literal dice roll on if you encountered one. But yeah, the food and vendors aren't completely limited to that area.
What do you want me to roll to see if we run into a food vendor on the way?
Okay, so you're heading to the temple and keeping an eye out for a food vendor on the way. Yes?
Is there a luck roll?
Can I assist on this?
I'd say I'm trying to think if I want to make a percentile roll or just like a perception roll.
Yeah.
I'll say your choice. You can either do and I'll say with assisting we'll make the percentage threshold higher to find one.
Let's do,
or you can take advantage of. So you can either roll.
Do a perception. Let's just do a perception. We'll make it easy. Advantage on a perception check.
With advantage. Advantage perception. Yep.
Yog knows food.
Okay. Okay. So as you're going through, a bit outside the temple district, not too far. You're probably 3/4 of the way there. Temple district isn't terribly large, but it's a little bit of a walk. It's actually, you notice because there's, or no, never mind, you wouldn't be there yet. So you see someone larger, middle-aged man, very large in the sense of being tall and, broad shoulders, burly, bit of a gut, but not some, definitely has some strength behind him. Is actually rolling kind of a, wouldn't be a rickshaw, but it'd be like a wheelbarrow that's very done up, and you can see various kind kind of skewers atop of it, and very because you kind of almost literally run into them, and there's various nuts, various kind of jerkies there as well. So it looks like there's a little bit of some fresh cooked meat as well as dried meat, nuts, a little bit of dried cheese, but it's mostly nuts, mostly dried jerky food. So you notice him, and choosing to, I would assume Yogg will probably be immediately hailing him.
runs up like an excited puppy.
Right, so he's kind of like walking away from you a little bit, so you have to kind of run to get in front of him, and he clearly, sees. Isn't terribly taken aback, but maybe a little bit, given Yogg's, immediately jumping in front of someone, probably with some drool running down his grinning teeth. Definitely a bit. Let me roll, actually. He rolled a nat 20, so he's fine. I'm rolling so well on random NPCs. Can't roll like this for Ren, but random food vendors.
Poor Ren.
Yeah, right?
That's the DM's curse, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Facts.
So yes, so he kind of sees you and immediately comes to a halt, sets his cart down, says, "Oh, how you doing, sir? What can I do for you? You look to be a hungry son. Hungry man. Hungry son." He's not relevant. What do you need? What can I give you? What can I trade for bits of coin for you?
Oh, there's so much of it.
There is.
Wow. Yogg will take one of everything.
Of everything. One nut or one serving of everything, son?
Yes. Sorry. Yogg.
It's okay. Don't ever apologize for being hungry.
Tasty.
It is. I promise you it is. All right. So he kind of started. Give me one moment here, son. He kind of starts thinking, because this is definitely the first time anyone has ever asked this. Whether or not Yogg knows what these things are. You get, I would say, probably like a handful, I'd say like a large human handful, maybe not a Yogg handful. Roasted cashews, walnuts, some very good salted peanuts, not roasted, but dried peanut, not dried, but like standard peanuts. A handful of probably 3 different jerkies. Probably you've got beef, a venison, and some dried chicken jerky, which is a little interesting. Probably not his most popular item, but he said one of everything. And then some yellow and some white cheese. Actually, it would be like a blue cheese. You see a little bit of the blue cheese there. You see, kind of gets all that kind of portioned out, put in front. Does Yogg have?
Wait. Does Yogg
have
the
big
meat
enough
bag?
hands for this?
Does Yogg have the meat bag still from the oath swearing night?
I imagine it's been emptied. Yeah, it's been emptied by now. Not clean, but it's been empty. Yeah. It's ruling.
Oh. Boy.
Okay. Let's see. So this would be. All right. So one of everything, and he'll kind of say what they are as he puts it in the bag, or as he'd probably get the money first, because otherwise
how much
this would
does
be
it
a very
cost?
reputable vendor. That'll be 4 silver for you, son.
I'll pay for it.
Really? Oh well.
Oh, nice.
That's very kind of you. Did you be wanting anything, lass?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Oh, very well. And you give him the 4 coins. And yeah, he just kind of.
You said silver?
4 silver,
Okay.
yeah. So he kind of looks at Yogg for a second, just holding this weird, not clean in appearance at all bag, just open, just eagerly. Kind of shrugs and just dumps it in. After taking the coin, says, "All right, anything for your friends? You son, you looking at you, Codex. You look like you could use a bit of meat on your bones. Anything? You sure? I don't think you're sharing with him."
I'll have some nuts. Caught off guard. Not ready to answer anything.
What kind would you be wanting here? We got a few to choose from. We got cashews, we got peanuts, and we have walnuts. What serves your fancy? Unless you want one of everything like your friend here.
Cashews are fine, sir.
Okay, that'll be 5 copper.
He awkwardly stumbles with the monies. Here you go.
Did Codex get turned into Ren?
Oops.
Ren is very good at buying things. Ren isn't awkward in that sense. That's not an issue really.
No, I just caught a guard. That's all.
All right, so yeah, he takes the coin and just kind of grabs a big handful. Because he doesn't really. This is much more of like a simple transaction. You don't get fancy bags or anything, but gives you a handful of. What'd you say? Cashews? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, so you get a handful of roasted cashews.
Huh. I have cashews.
All right.
Now. I say to
and you see there's a couple people like are starting to kind of eye this transaction. It actually looks like he's getting a couple more customers, so he kind of turns to you. Well, thank you very much for your patronage. So if you'll excuse me. And then he starts helping out some others that seem to be giving him a little bit of extra popularity here.
Damn, new secret power unlocked, turning cash into cashews.
Cash into cashews. Wait, other way around? Other way around? Cashews into cash?
It's a modern day Jesus.
That's what he's doing.
That's what he's doing, right?
Anyways. So, you continuing on to the temple district and temple itself. All right. Okay.
Yogg does give a mouth filled with food thank you to Val. Thank you. Thank you.
What the?
All right. Let me
method
rearrange
acting
something
here.
real quick. Right. Okay.
Wait, did
So
you
one
make a
second, I
fancy
gotta-
new map for the temple too?
I did
Fancy
not make a
map.
fancy map for the
That's
temple,
okay,
unfortunately.
that's
The temple map's actually decent. I'm actually
I know. It's
happy
pretty
with
good.
that one. I just gotta put y'all's tokens on because last time y'all were here, it was just.
Well, actually,
Val.
did you switch out Val's token on that map too?
I did not, so I can add that as well.
New token. woo.
So, so various walking. You actually cross over the river that runs through the town. Not for the first time. But yes, you make your way in. And all of you find yourselves back. There's still a remnant paw print here for whatever reason. I don't remember why. But you find yourselves back at the temple. I don't think you're going to have control of your tokens yet. Let me add that. Because, I had to put everybody down. Do you just walk in? The doors actually would be open at this point, at this time of day. You do see a familiar... not necessarily. I don't know if you surmise he's a leader of the temple. I don't remember exactly what level you understand him as, but.
Oh, well, Bryson, the high priest?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I couldn't remember if we talked about him.
Yeah, we talked to him. Yeah, because I think I don't know.
Oh,
if
that's true.
there's
Because he
any other...
administered the oath and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any other members of the temple, but Val has talked to Valena and Sumina, who are both priestesses, and then Bryson, the high priest. He did the oath.
Yep.
Yep.
So you see him kind of moving about. Probably takes a second. He comes out of this kind of storage room here. I don't have proper fog of war, but that's fine. And if you're there for a moment, you can see there is Sumina is actually in here. Seems to be administering some aid to at least one person in that room. That's on one of the beds. But after being here for a moment, she kind of gives you a knowing nod, but continues with whatever it is she's doing there. Brother Bryson emerges and kind of walks up and greets you. Ah, Valleth, hello. How are you doing this day?
Been better.
What ails you?
It's not a big deal, but I was wondering if there's anything we could do for Temple.
As you ask this,
Is
he looks
Yogg
over his
just
shoulder and does he see Yogg?
Yogg is just wandering, eating out of the bag, just goes over to look at the window over there.
Oh, yeah.
Full distracted kid mood.
Yeah. Very nice. Pair of stained glass windows shining through, lights coming through. Especially at this time of day, the shadows will probably be a little different since it's kind of... Well, it's actually getting into the mid-afternoon, so actually that would be... The sun would be setting lower there. But yeah, no, beautiful walls, various tapestries adorned with religious iconography. Definitely the room, the temple itself has kind of an incense smell to it. You can see there's various, you don't call them decanters, I forget what the proper term is for incense burning urn type things. You know what those are, right?
Yes, I know what sensors.
Yes.
Sensors, yeah.
Yes, there's a few sensors kind of distributed about, giving a nice aroma. That doesn't smell as good as your bag full of food. I had to use my words carefully there, but no, it's quite nice. I don't know exactly what level or how familiar the temples that you've been in are, or how alike the temples that you've been in are to this one.
Not at all.
Yeah, I'd say this one's probably much more done up, and while it's not necessarily elaborate compared to others you've seen, I would say you probably consider it, given the size and statues and altars and such.
I would imagine the temple Yogg grew up in is very homely. It's not this like a big grand thing. It's very like, it feels like entering a home that's been kind of turned into a temple.
Mm-hmm. Right, and yeah, this one, while Yogg may not know, is definitely on the more modest of temples. Even just if you noticed, which you probably didn't, there would have been some of the more, Palor and such that are a bit more grand, but yeah, so that's Yogg's kind of purview of it. Yeah, fair. So yeah, I would say actually as Val's kind of talking, Bryson's kind of keeping an eye and watching, but not saying anything, just observing, and because you've been here before, all of you have. It's not the first time he's seen any of you. Well, I don't believe there's anything pending at this point. It's been rather quiet. We've been able to go about our business, dealing with the ill and the sick as required by the city and its denizens, but there are a number of people in the city that may need aid, depending on what you're looking to provide. Healing is always needed, even if not everyone is looking for it. Some of the lower parts of town may be requesting it if they're not able to make it to the temples here. But I apologize. I don't believe there's anything that is in dire need, which, of course, is a good thing for the temple.
That's good to hear. Forgive me if this is a weird question, I guess, but I'm not... the first time I'm doing any of this. Am I... What exactly are my duties here?
It puts a little bit of a smile, kind of as you're finding the right words. Oh, well, simply providing aid, simply being a beacon in the darkness is the base of what we ask, what she asks, which I'm sure you know. Checking in certainly is approved, certainly is one way, but being a hand for those that need it, whether that be a strong one or a comforting one, is, well, that's how I've always viewed my relationship with her. But part of the journey is finding your own way. realizing what you can do to provide for those that need it. And I know this likely doesn't answer your question, but it wasn't meant to. Not entirely.
I think she probably chuckles a little bit. Yeah, I understand.
But I do not... I'm not overlooking your eagerness and your confusion, but both are perfectly fine to be feeling now. So, if the need arises, I have a feeling you'll find your way here, or wherever you need to be in due time. He's a curious one, isn't he?
Yeah, Yog.
You completely lost sight of him at this point.
Yog pokes his head out.
You'd actually see, can I easily copy this token over? Because there would be someone else lying sick in that room that does not look to be in good shape, but probably, looks up at you and definitely has not a great complexion at this point, but just kind of looks and goes kind of wide-eyed for a second. It'd be a younger person, probably kind of dark in there. It'd be harder to tell exactly the racial makeup, but kind of puts their head back down and pulls the sheets up a bit as you poke in about the time that Val, you hear Val calling your name.
Yog's head will kind of poke out from around the side of the wall, still with a mouth full of food.
Come back.
What the heck?
Why don't you come
What
back
are
over
Codex
here?
and Dalen doing? Did you guys just take a seat?
Yeah.
I'm sitting down
Okay.
on the bench, just sort of like kicking my legs, listening to the convo.
Okay, Val, what were you saying? Sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying to Yog?
Yog, why don't you come back over here? I mean, it's kind of hard to pick
sorry.
people.
Is Yog not supposed to bother? I'm sorry. Yog will poke his head back into the room with the sick person. Yog is sorry. Yog did not mean to bother you.
Please go
Yog is sorry. Yog is will put a skewer of meat down on the ground and then kind of like scurry back over. Sorry, Yog was just there. There was a person, and Yog. Sorry, and Yog will come sit next to Codex.
It's quite all right. It's fine. I admire your curiosity.
That's one
Reminds me of a younger self. It is, but
So what about these people you mentioned in town that possibly need help?
sorry, what was that? My internet blipped for a second, so the music cut out.
He mentioned the temple doesn't necessarily need help, but also mentioned some other people around night. So I asked about that.
Okay. Yes, a city of this size always has its troubles, and there's a bit of a problem with substance going through that causes illness, causes death at some times. Some come here before it's too late, some succumb to it, some profit off of it, and it's been quite an issue with the city lately. That's been a recent one, but unfortunately there's only so much we can do within our power that the city allows, but otherwise there are always some that are sick, are ill, and sometimes must be sought out rather than welcomed in with open arms to the doors.
Substances?
Yes, well, I don't know much about it. I believe, Valleth, you saw someone that was dealing with it when you were here last, during your oath. That patient you cared for.
I did. I believe I helped treat her.
Yes. It goes by many names. One that seems to be, for better or for worse, the most popular is grave dust. Well, some are troubled, some find relief, and some many succumb more to the trouble than what the temporary alleviation that it provides.
This just sounds like we're gonna go full on drug bust mode or something.
So, fortunately, I do not have the answers as to what to do. We simply are here to provide for those that seek respite here, as we do, as we all we can do sometimes.
What else?
Well,
You've exhausted new dialogue.
well, I was also going to ask, does the temple have some kind of a courier service? I mean, I'm assuming we can contact other temples.
Is that who you wish to contact?
Well, I wanted to send a letter back home, and I'm not entirely sure if there's anyone in the city who will.
There are services, but the temple, while we have means of sending messages, of course, it's typically leverage what the city provides, unless it need to be a rather urgent one. If you simply want to send a letter, I would encourage you to seek those means. Simple, slow, but the proper ones, and they are very trustworthy.
Yeah, I understand. It's alright.
Very well. Is there anything that I can do for you? You seem troubled, even if you are dismissive of it. And he kind of looks over and just sees Codex and Yogg just kind of kicking their legs back and forth, and Dalen kind of looking about. If Yogg even could kick his legs, given his size.
Oh, Yogg definitely can. It's just...
I don't know if I want to talk about it.
Very well. Well. Words that remain stuck can certainly fester, can certainly do more damage than speaking them out and ridding yourself of them. But I won't compel you to speak. Simply encourage you not to wait too long. Now, if you have nothing else, you're welcome to stay, of course, all of you. Kind of looks at all of you, but lingers a little bit longer on Yogg. Saving Yogg for last as he says that. But I'm afraid I must get to some of my other duties, but I'm sure I will see you again soon. But for now, safe travels.
Thank you.
They live
Very
nods.
welcome.
Thank you.
Bye, nice person.
You see him just chuckle a little bit as he walks back into the room that he was in before. So,
really quick,
what would you like to do?
Huh?
if no one else has anything, was Val trying to use church services to evade taxes by paying for a courier service?
No.
Mail fraud.
No, she was just okay. It was a genuine question because, well, in her mind, maybe she was thinking that maybe it would be like easier to send a letter, like through the temple, to her home kingdom, because that's where like their main temple is, and be easier to actually like get it to that kingdom versus just going through some random courier service in the city that may or may not go outside, like go far enough.
Oh, 100% fair. I pondered it, and it's in my notes. Is Val a tax evader?
No, did we talk about paladin taxes? Val has like
that's what's been troubling her this whole
now.
time.
Yeah, really. I think she'll probably sit down and take a moment. I don't know how ready the party is to leave.
Does the party say anything when they see Val taking a seat?
Val,
make a... actually, you wouldn't... Oh, never mind. I was going to say make a perception check to see that stick of meat that's by that door, but you wouldn't have an angle.
Yogg does quietly, like really poorly. Oh yeah, really not stealthily at all. Stand up and start to wander off again into this room over here.
Dog.
Yeah. It makes a, that like
I don't know.
Scraping of wood on stone, the older benches. Yeah. You see Yogg just kind of wide-eyed, just start backing away, like making full eye contact with you, Val.
I think
just walking in, and probably actually right as you take that step, a woman who you've never encountered basically runs, kind of bumps into you, or you kind of bump into her as you're looking at Val. Oh, excuse me. What do you need? What are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
Please go back to the main chambers. Please.
Never mind.
Yes.
Never mind.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sumina.
Close the door behind her.
Hi, Sumina. I'm sorry.
Hello. It's quite all right. He's well.
What a handful.
Already heard. Brother Bryce. Yes, I agree. He's gonna walk up here. Goes behind the wall so you don't see. What is this? Just I'd say all of you make a perception check. So you all hear her say that. Okay, Yogg does not hear anything.
Yogg is looking at Yogg's feet, like completely embarrassed.
I got a 15.
Okay, so I'd say Val. Val definitely hears. Dalen, probably, like, if you're really paying close attention, you just hear kind of a muffled.
If Val hears
from that.
Oh.
What's that?
No, you go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, fine.
Okay.
I was gonna say if Val hears it, she's probably gonna get to her feet and start going over there.
You hear from inside the room where none of you besides Yogg knew there was someone. I guess you probably would have heard earlier.
We heard, but we don't know anything else that transpired.
Right. So now you just hear, "Is that man gone yet?" I don't know why I sounded like Kermit all of a sudden, but
wow.
The illness is really taking him right now.
Sounds like I got a frog in my throat. Sorry.
No, you're not wrong. So Val, you go over there and you see Sumina just holding, what was it? One of the skewers of meat? Is that what you said you left?
Yeah, one of the
this chicken that now has like flecks of dirt and dust on it is in her hand, and she's kind of looking between you and the room in there, and you hear this voice of a Muppet coming out of the room. Dalen, I'd say, yeah, you heard you got the gist of it. I think Sumina says to you, Val, I believe this is your friend's, and I think maybe it's time that he leaves. He's welcome back, but I think he needs to go.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. It's quite all right. Take care of him, and safe travels. I will look forward to your next visits. And you see, it's like that said, definitely with some sarcasm, but with some humor. But majority is just like it's time to go.
Mm-hmm.
She's not mad, but she's disappointed.
Oh my god.
And she
Worse.
she goes into the room, and you hear her kind of speaking with the patient in there, but much more quieter at this point.
Okay.
Is that the true paladin's oath to just always accept disappointment all the time?
Pretty much,
That's
yeah.
the tenet of this church, yeah.
Okay. I think Val heads back. Okay, alright. And she's gonna start trying to usher, at the very least, Yogg out of the temple. Okay. Look,
Yogg did not break anything.
I know.
Though.
I know.
Yogg was really careful.
I know, and I appreciate that. Look, I'm gonna take a minute just to pray. I will meet you outside, okay?
Oh, you don't want Yogg to stay. Yogg could be like emotional support. An emotional support Yogg.
I know. And I appreciate that. But I just need a minute alone.
Oh, okay. Dalen, do you need an emotional support Yogg?
You know what? Sure. Come on.
Codex, are you staying seated, or are you going with the other two?
Do I know what's going on here?
I mean, you heard Val. You don't know what happened kind of in that corner. You're kind of admiring the stained glass and how the light's hitting it and refracting through, and looks really nice. And then all of a sudden, Val's not like in your face, but definitely in your vicinity, kind of ushering you out and saying that she wants to stay for a minute and pray, but that it's time to go. Or at least it was time for Yogg to go.
Bye, sick people. Feel better.
Here's we are leaving.
All right, so 3 of you leave. Val, you stick around. And
yeah, I think once they're gone.
Anything in particular?
She'll go to the front and sit down and just take a minute or two just to, I don't know, reflect, pray. Yeah, just looking for guidance, but knowing that she's just gonna have to deal with whatever comes up today.
Okay. Roll percentile dice.
Oh. Okay. I don't like that. 36.
Okay. So yeah, you pray, you feel, it's obviously comforting. You feel at home here. It's a feeling that you've needed over these past few days. Obviously the oath was a comforting, if not draining, experience. As you reflect and to a degree come to terms with things and being ready to carry forward, to move forward and carry on, you feel a little bit of warmth that tends to occur when you find this peace, and after a moment you feel a presence, kind of a touch on your shoulder, and as you look up, Brother Bryson's actually there. As you open your eyes and see this, things will be fine in time. Trust in her, trust in yourself and your decisions. You swore an oath here that you will carry forth into the world to the best of your abilities. But you must believe that in yourself to find any success out there.
I think she just nods.
He kind of takes his hand off your shoulder and nods back and smiles back and just kind of continues through. Moves into this room, leaving you be, but letting you take as much time as you want. Since this has been a couple minutes, the dynamic trio, what are you guys doing outside?
Oh God!
Dare I ask?
So
the summer sun is shining down, and various people of much there's quite an assortment. It's not a incredibly busy group, but you're definitely seeing varieties of ages, genders, races, social status, economic status kind of milling about as kind of midday prayers are the beginning or wrapping up as you all stand enjoying the sights and sounds. Anything in particular you're doing over these next couple minutes after being ushered out by Val? And the doors are open, so you can still see inside. So
Yogg thinks they might be vegetarians.
Why would you say that?
Yogg thinks that's why they got mad at Yogg, because Yogg had meat inside of the temple. Makes sense.
You could be onto something.
Maybe that's also why Val is weird. Maybe Val ate meat and now Val's stomach is upset because Val should be a vegetarian, but it has been eating meat.
I think Val's eaten meat with us before. Didn't she eat bacon this morning?
Maybe she hated it. Secretly.
Maybe.
She did throw up here the last time she had meat too, didn't she?
Val did.
Yogg
is sad
She's
for
eaten meat
Val.
before.
When do I walk into this conversation?
I'd say if you left after Bryson gave you that last bit of advice. Did you leave shortly after?
Probably took another second, just processing, and then headed out.
I'd say probably you start
spent,
hearing this too.
Yeah, I'd say she probably spent 5 minutes or so sitting there.
Okay, then that probably isn't quite happening yet, so carry on, you three.
I have in my notes, is Val meat intolerant?
Oh my god.
Okay, so I would say this conversation about your dietary needs is probably continuing for a minute, and that's about when you walk up, Val, is just a general, I wonder if Val can eat meat.
Can I...
And that's pretty much what you walk up to.
What?
Val, Yogg understands that it can be hard being different from others. Yogg knows it can be tough, but Yogg thinks Val should be honest, and Yogg and Dalen and Codex will be understanding.
Okay.
Sorry.
This is the most processing y'all have had all day. And it's gonna be lost.
Oh. That tickled me wrong. We were just trying to remember the last time you actually ate meat and didn't get sick. Do you eat meat normally? Well, and then we noticed that you feel a bit down. You don't seem quite like yourself. It's. I wonder if it was the meat.
No, it's not that. It's just some bad memories. That's all.
Oh, eating meat brings up bad memories? I'm sorry, we can avoid meat.
No, it's not meat. Oh, well, no, it's not meat related.
Can you avoid meat, Yogg?
No, but Yogg would try for Val. Yogg could hide the meat and eat it outside of Val's eyesight.
So
Yogg could sneak it.
So question, are we on our way to the courier? Or are we walking and talking, or are we just standing here?
I imagine this is all going to be led by Val. So if Val starts moving, I would imagine this party's going to follow, and Val's standing there dumbfounded.
Yep.
She was for a second.
So
I think she's probably starting to head to wherever the docks are.
I would say, yeah, that you're progressing and walking and talking at this point, yes. Rather than just standing outside.
So just to be
Sumina
clear,
would probably start kicking you guys out from the threshold even if you were still there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're on your way. I don't have a docks map, so we'll stick here for a minute. But yeah, you guys are walking and talking.
Look, it's not. No, it's not the meat. It's fine. No, have I can't. I don't know how much I've told you about myself, but no, before I met you all, I was a soldier. I served for 8 years and served in the war. And that ended, and I became a paladin, and I met you all, and it's just, yeah.
I see. I'm sure that wasn't easy.
No. But I do what I can.
Well, I've never been to war myself, so I don't know really much about that, but perhaps something Mida always said might help here. He always said, despite what's happened in the past, you can always make new memories.
I think I am. That's the first time of... She pauses. She was going to say something, and now I'm backtracking. Yeah, I think that was the fastest I've left the temple. It's kind of
Perhaps
funny.
Perhaps you heard all you needed to hear.
Oh.
Side note, I do appreciate you gotta figure it out, lol.
She was gonna say that was the fastest. She had to kick someone out of a temple, but censoring, because yeah, I don't know. I feel guilty for not doing anything. I don't know. I swore an oath to help and to serve the temple, and it just feels weird not helping out in any way. It's kind of a shame they don't have anything. Well, I guess it is good, but it's kind of a shame they don't have anything major to focus on.
Well, Yogg think it's like Codex said earlier. At least we have bacon.
Do you have? Did you get bacon? I can't remember. Did you get bacon from him? From that vendor?
Oh, well,
is that from this morning?
Yogg's bag is empty now, but we can get more bacon. Bacon exists. Yeah.
I think that's pretty much
true.
Yeah.
There is always more bacon.
Oh, unless you're not into meat, which is okay.
No,
it's fine.
I eat meat.
I think we've established Val likes meat, I think, now.
Okay.
Okay, you don't need to say it like that.
As you say that, you approach the docks. There's you're not at the docks yet, but you're getting close, and there's a similar kind of guy pushing a cart. Different guy. You just hear he calling out, "Fresh bacon, dried meats, nuts, cheese, whatever you like." And just kind of pushing through as he's passing by.
See, Val, bacon. Look, at least we have bacon.
Perhaps it's a sign, eh?
Oh, God.
Maybe your deity person sent the bacon to us to say we did an okay job with the goblins. Yeah.
So as you get there, as that completes, you kind of, I actually, you know what? I would say, since you guys don't exactly know where you're going going in the direction, and this is a large city, I would say Val, with advantage, make an investigation check.
Oh, investigation?
Or yeah, I mean, you're going through a city.
Fuck,
like,
okay.
It's not like you're following tracks.
I have no bonus.
A low DC, because you know the general direction you need to go into.
It's a low DC, but, you know, I got a 1 and a 9. So 9.
9 total. I was going to say it's a 10 DC.
No,
oh, okay.
I have no modifier.
Okay, so as you guys walk...
Fuck.
You know, kind of trying to pay attention, but being distracted by this talk, you realize you've kind of done a circle, and you specifically realize that because after a few minutes, you run into that same bacon vendor guy in the same part of town that he was. So yeah, haven't really progressed very far, as much as you thought. You know, you thought you were going in the right direction, but you get turned around, and I'll say you waste a handful of minutes, but I'll say after that attempt, you know, you're focusing in a bit more, and it's really not that hard to find the docks, but you were just a bit too distracted. But after that circle,
yeah,
I'll say you managed to find your way where you need to be, but you did lose a little bit of time in the day.
Yeah,
I don't want to. We can hand wave it, but Yogg, if we pass the bacon vendor again, Yogg buys bacon.
I figured, yeah.
So give me a money amount, and then we can hand wave it.
Buying a lot of bacon or party bacon?
Enough to fill the bag.
How big is this bag? I forget what bag this is.
It's just like a little
like samplers.
It's a pouch. It's a pouch. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a pouch.
I'd say from a random street vendor, I'd say 8 copper to get a decent amount of bacon from this guy.
Yogg tips well. Yogg gives the guy a silver piece.
Okay. Yeah, very much. Very thankful. Not the best bacon if Yogg is really paying attention, but I figured so. This is low quality street food. It's not bad. It's just this is the basic amount. So okay, so you're looking for the courier, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd say you get to the dock area.
I think that Val probably drank too much this morning.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, you only had one, right? But I guess you're not used to... Okay, once you ease up a bit. Okay.
Probably on a mostly empty stomach.
Okay, so I'll say for the purposes of it, you eventually find your way. I didn't even think about... I know you guys wanted to go to a quarry. I didn't even think about making a storefront for a quarry. I apologize.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
So you find... So you get to the docks. Large clearing here. So this is... this would actually be for all of you guys. Your first view of what you would know as the Everlasting Basin. It's a very large lake, similar kind of a Great Lake size that the city borders up against. I believe we talked about this in a long ago session. The main river that spawns off of this that goes north and south is the Platinum Channel. It's not the river that goes through the city, but there's a much larger river that kind of feeds through this lake here. You see a number of fishing boats out on the water. You see a number of larger vessels, large and small vessels, at docks. Voices of sailors, of similar, food vendors. Just a lot more hustle and bustle here compared to other parts of the city that you've been in. More akin to the market that you guys are at, but even more so given the time of day, since this is towards the end of the working day. So definitely quite a bit of noise, quite a bit of commotion going on here. I would say without too much difficulty, you find at one of the docks a somewhat simple weather-beaten sign Just a simple, kind of regally stamped envelope or a picture of a artistic interpretation of like a wax sealed envelope with the words in a fine cursive, but again, very worn down old sign that takes a second to register exactly what it says. What did I call it? I didn't have it in my notes. Caldari Couriers, yes?
That's what I wrote down
Couriers
earlier.
of Caldaria, that's what it was.
Couriers of Caldaria. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on notes for the temple.
Oh, that's fair, yeah. So yes, what you see, so yeah, it is a, so it's a defined brick and mortar building, but it's a very small one, but it's very close to the docks, so it seemed like this is really more of just kind of a, not a vendor, but a very small point of contact, which distributes elsewhere. It's not exactly a giant post office type store. It's very much more of a basic, kind of probably 20 by 15 foot building. Walking in, a little bit of a bell rings as you enter. It takes a few moments. A gnomish woman comes to the counter. She's got very dark tan skin, kind of thinner, dark hair, pulled back in a really messy small bun at the top. Showing a bit of signs of age for a gnome, which is somewhat significant. Gnomes can live longer than any of you guys. But she kind of greets you with a quick smile, seemingly busy, but taking time to address you, and says, "Hi, what can I do for you?
Hi.
You need something?"
Yeah, I had a couple of letters I wanted to send.
Sure, we can do that. Where are you taking them to? Where are we taking them to, I should say?
One to Red Vale. But it's not
Aye, we can do that.
far outside the city, yeah. And one to how far can you deliver this outside the city?
Wait, what did you say? How far do we deliver?
Far? Yeah.
Oh, so it's your first time delivering here. Okay. Well, it's we can go quite a bit. So what we do is we find shipments that we go into different cities. Many travelers come through here with various destinations. We have some we work with specifically, and when they're heading to wherever they may be, we make sure that whatever letters we have get tagged along with them. If you need something a bit more express delivery, we have individuals that can take them. Red Vale, it's a bit of a journey, but it's not too difficult a one. We can arrange that since not as many shipments go down there, but it's probably a bit more common than you think coming out of the city here, given it on the river, on the channel. Where's the other one you said that it's going to?
Insert name.
Yeah.
Always.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a bit. Right. We'll figure out the price because I'm assuming you're gonna do this no matter what. It's not gonna be extravagant.
You can just make up a price. Val is willing to. This is very important.
Yeah.
The letter to Redville to Sophia Winston in Redville that's not as important as to Val's mom.
Okay. All right. Well, if you don't want the express, the Red Vale, I think we could get there within the week. Probably about a week. Alpheus, I'd say it takes maybe 2 weeks. Lost that voice. It takes about 2 weeks. But if you want something express, it would, we could probably get there in about 5 days, maybe 6. Cost you a bit more though.
Yeah, we can just do standard for Red Vale and like to do.
What is that? You gotta speak up, lass. What is that?
You just do the standard for Red Vale. It's alright.
Aye,
and then
okay.
probably the express.
Yes, of course it's alright.
Alpheus.
Okay.
This is like killing a dog.
But she's a busy woman. All right. Red Veil. Standard delivery to be about 7 silver, and express. I'll think she kind of takes a book. Thick ledger. You can kind of see she's got various scribblings. Looks like a lot of shorthand, so it's harder to. If you're really trying to take a close look, probably isn't gonna.
Doctor's
kind of, yeah, very much like she's been here a while and knows the ins and outs. Okay, we can get to an express. Yeah, 6 days. Cost you about 4 gold.
All right.
Right, 4 gold, 7 silver. We can get that to you. These are letters, right? Nothing. You're not sending a big package.
Oh no, just yeah, letter. Sophia has a letter, and then for Val's mom, it's a letter, and then probably a small pouch with some money. I'm gonna put 10 gold in there.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, what we do if it's anything more than just the envelope, we get a bit of a box here. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Get a bit more secure.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. And she kind of. So she puts her hands out. One hand for the letters and such. One hand looking for coin. So 4 gold, 7 silver. So letter she.
Is it extra for the
put some
box?
writing. No, that would be included in the.
Okay.
That's the price of yeah. So you see her really quickly just whip out a quill and ink. Puts a lot of kind of shorthand scribbles on the letter. Did you see? I'll say she puts a wax seal on herself. That kind of has like a script, big script C on it. Stamps it, puts it aside. Very quickly wraps up the package. Similar shorthand, similar seal. Kind of puts it off to the side as well. Kind of looks up, realizes you were kind of looking at her the whole time, and says, all right. Anything else? Is that it? Anything for you 3? Looking at the other guys.
Not for me.
Oh no, thank you.
Very well. I like him. Got some manners. Good. Anything else, large man?
Oh.
Oh.
You
Speak up. Come on, quick.
you do things. You send things to people.
That's exactly what we do. Yes, you're quick.
Yogg does not know their
Yogg?
address. Yogg is Yogg.
He's Yogg.
Okay.
Right. Yogg is Yogg.
Don't ask.
I'm not. It's fine. You want to send something, but you don't know where they are. I can't really help you.
Yes. Yogg has family at the Halfling Temple, but Yogg
Okay.
does not have their
Wrong.
address.
Well,
They're
where
near
we just-
a forest, a big forest.
okay. I don't think we're going to be able to help you unless you find out where exactly we need to be taking it.
Oh.
I wish you
okay.
luck. Mm-hmm.
All
I
right.
appreciate you trying.
Also,
Okay. Oh, good.
Yogg is looking for work,
Yogg.
right? We are
I
looking
don't know
for
if
work.
this would be the job for you, son.
No. Oh.
Sorry, it's nothing personal, but we're full up.
Okay.
But I appreciate it.
All right.
Oh, don't be sad. It's fine. It's not a fun job.
Oh, Yogg is not sad. Yogg
Okay.
has bacon. See, would you like a piece of bacon? Small
That's all right.
gnome-
I'm a
small gnome
vegetarian,
lady?
actually. Thank you.
Oh, Yogg is sorry. Yogg hopes you don't get
don't
sick
be-
by being this
Okay,
close
is there
to
anything
me.
else y'all need? Everything good?
No, I think that'll be all. Thank you.
Just starting to dismiss what you're saying. Very well. I'll take these. Right. What was your name, by the way? Put this on here.
Valleth Havendursk.
Valleth? How do you... And then she just asks you how to spell it. And I'll say, wait, hand wave that.
Which part?
Right,
Which
very
part?
Everything. Just confirming everything. The full names. All right. These will get there, safe and sound. And if you have any problems, well, not much we can do, but they'll get there. And all right, I'll be off. And she kind of quickly runs off and goes back through a different door through the back, and you hear her start yelling. Kind of starts muffling away. Seems to be yelling commands at people. She took the letter and the package and took those with her as well. So.
Yogg thinks Yogg's bacon made her uncomfortable.
No, I don't think it was you.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good. Yogg would be upset otherwise. Where do we go now to find work?
That is a good question. Why don't we leave the store first?
That makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Val is quite smart.
I guess you could say that, yeah.
All right, so where are you guys heading as you leave the storefront? Again, you find yourself, in the dock area.
Yeah, where exactly are we going? It's a very good question.
Perhaps Yogg could turn into a bear at the marketplace again.
Please don't. Please, no. Sorry, just...
Oh.
I know,
Have you seen Yogg's bear dance? Yogg is pretty good at dancing as a bear.
I don't think I have.
Quite impressive.
I don't think I have. But, no, it is very... I don't know what to say. I don't know how to explain it. I think
That's okay.
very...
Yogg doesn't know how to explain a lot either.
I think it is very impressive how you can turn into a bear at will. But I think most people can be scared of that. And also, I mean, if someone didn't watch you transform and they just saw a bear in the marketplace, I think that would make them panic, and we don't really want to... I don't really want to set off the guards.
Oh. Okay.
Can
I insight check that? Can I insight check that? That does not seem normal.
Go for it.
That does not seem like... Oh, awesome. You know, fucking... Hold on. 3. I rolled a 2.
No, it seems perfectly normal. This is fine. It's just Yogg.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, nothing's off. You think you really got through to him?
Yeah.
Does Val know what we did when we were like, would we...
Yeah, Val was there. Val was
crowds.
like keeping an eye out for the guards when Yogg was doing his weird
Okay,
tricks.
I couldn't remember when that was.
Oh,
that
that's
was
right.
yeah, you guys had plotted that when Val was swearing the oath, but then you had actually like done the whole bear event when Val was back with you.
That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I thought it was just the 3 of them. It was at first, and then in actuality, in the execution of the plan, it was everybody.
We needed our ringleader.
Oh.
Yep.
You guys are so close to getting caught too.
Yeah.
So it was.
But we didn't.
You didn't.
Oh my god.
Good job, team.
So is Yogg immediately turning into a bear, or not?
No,
That's all I wanna know.
No, Yogg just eats a piece of bacon.
At least there's bacon.
So
You're gonna lose all your money buying street vendor bacon and meats.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The time in the city,
Yep.
you guys really are gonna need to get work.
Perhaps Captain Othello does have something else. Perhaps we could. I don't know.
What time is it? Like roughly.
1:08 a.m. EST.
Actually, it's 12 a.m.
Okay.
I said
time.
EST specifically.
Yeah.
Just want to throw that out there.
Anyways, the time is it's like late afternoon. It's not quite evening time yet.
Oh, okay.
Because you were. It's actually probably more like 3 or 4 o'clock. because you're really the biggest. It takes a while to walk through town, interacting with the various meat vendors of the city, funding. Yeah, you really are helping local economies quite a bit, or Yog is at least. I guess Val paid. Anyways,
Val paid the first
I'd say probably 4 p.m.
Okay,
give or take.
Well, because I was gonna say maybe we go back to the Laughing Stallion, but it's probably too early. Val paid the first time, but probably not the second or the third,
right,
or the fourth, or the fifth time.
Right. I know we're gonna have to just start marking every time you guys go through the city. Yog should probably just mark off like 6 or 8 copper or something like that.
Yeah, I'll take off a couple silver every time we're wandering around town.
Yeah, if you say randomly that you have random street foods, just mark off some coin and I'll accept that.
Sounds good.
If you're making big trips, yeah.
Yog with a mouthful of bacon will go.
Probably fresh bacon of someone that just came through. Yeah.
What?
There's various seafood carts that are kind of walking through here. Fish, clams.
Val is avoiding the seafood carts.
What does everyone think of what Yog just recommended?
What was that?
Yog said that maybe people here at the docks will have work.
Maybe,
perhaps.
Yeah, are you guys just like standing in the dock area too, like close to the courier at this point, or do you guys start walking somewhere, or are you just kind of in the midst?
Probably started walking back to like the main area.
Okay.
Back to the road.
Okay, so you're out of like the main. You're still, not that far away, but yeah, you're not in the midst of all the chaos, the organized chaos that is, a large city that relies a lot on various sea travel and trade and whatnot. So a lot of offloading, repair, etc. So okay.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I'm not sure what jobs we'd be able to find here, but I'm not super interested in working on a boat or anything like that.
No. Do not like the waves. You see, I've never been on a boat before. I'm sure there's all sorts of pirates.
I've not. I don't.
Oh, Yog has never met a pirate before. Do you think they're vegetarians too?
Maybe.
Oh no.
Wait,
oh no.
That's not a bad thing.
Yog's existential dread of pirates has
the genuine concern for anyone's well-being that he thinks can't eat meat.
Oh my gosh.
Do pirates attack ships because ships have meat on them? Oh no.
I'm sure that's happened, but I don't think that's the express reason, although I've never met a pirate.
I just don't think it would be a good idea to do stuff on the water. I'm not comfortable with that. You can.
Yeah.
I guess, but
maybe they have things that need protected on the land that we could do. Yog doesn't know though. There are not many people that give jobs in the forest.
Well, I mean,
except for that squirrel that one time. But that was weird.
Yes, that was weird. I didn't know you could talk to animals.
I suppose it makes sense if he can become an animal.
I guess you're right. Yeah. Huh.
Maybe an animal would know.
I mean, are there any animals around here?
Are there any animals nearby?
Are there seagulls?
Oh my god, make perception checks.
Can I wait? Do you want us to make individual ones, or can I assist, or do you want to assist
individual
me?
ones? I want you each to make a perception check.
Okay.
Jesus.
Oh. Oh wait, no. Okay, sorry. I thought that was a nat 1. That was a 7 for a total of 10.
Okay.
It's not better. It's not better, but it's not a fucking nat 1.
Yeah, I mean, there's you guys. I would say Yog, Codex, Val. You all get really transfixed by this really big seagull, but it's like far away. It's like way back towards the docks, flying around. It's just way bigger than all the other ones. It's kind of amazing. Y'all kind of start like murmuring and talking about it. Dalen, there's actually a like a little orange tabby cat that's kind of walking by, not like kind of away from you guys. It's not too far. It's about 10 feet, just kind of jaunting through.
Oh my god!
Walking away from you.
Can we adopt a cat?
You can certainly try. You don't see it. It's all Dalen. This is all up to Dalen.
Is that seagull what it means to be thick?
Is it just a fat seagull?
Yes, it is.
Or is that just a different type of bird?
You'll have to try and ask that cat down there.
What?
Dalen will point to where the cat is.
Yeah, you see.
If
you guys aren't too transfixed by the big fat seagull of questionable origin, you see it's definitely a stray cat. It's not in bad shape, but you can see it's got some dirt. It's a little thin, but it seems fine. But yeah, it's kind of walking away, just kind of milling about.
Oh, bacon. Yes, Yog has bacon.
Raw still
walking away.
No. Oh, hold on. Yog will cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Is it a male or a female cat?
It's gonna depend on what voice comes out of me.
Oh, jeez.
Boy.
Excuse Yog. Cat. Excuse Yog.
I'm gonna say, because it's a cat, immediate animal handling check to see if it just completely ignores you.
Hold on.
Does the meat make a difference on that roll?
Ooh. It'll change the DC a little bit.
Okay.
Might be a vegetarian cat. Might make it worse.
Oh, damn.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, y'all coming through with the 20s.
This is not what I expected. Okay.
Bacon saves the day again.
Yeah. So are you like holding out some bacon as you say this?
Yes. Yeah.
And what was your question? Were you just saying, excuse me, cat?
Excuse Yog. Excuse Yog. Cat.
Okay. So the cat kind of jumps a bit, like not jumps, but like gets startled a little bit. Hair perks up a little bit, tail gets real straight, and it immediately looks at you. Naturally, everyone but Yog just hears a really weird sequence of like mews and like chirps almost, very odd, very strange. And you hear the cat kind of mimic back and just says, "Yes, what do you want?"
Oh, first,
the
hello.
Female cat.
Hello. Yog's parents said it was polite to greet someone first.
You're very strange.
Yes, I have. Yog has heard that before. Yog is Yog. Do you have a name, cat?
No.
Okay, Yog will call
bacon?
you cat. Yes. Yog has bacon. Would you like some bacon?
Yes. It's approaching. It's not like within arm's reach, but it's definitely getting closer. It's probably like 6 feet away.
Here you go. Would you like Yog to put it on the ground for you?
Toss it.
Okay.
How much bacon are you giving it? Like a whole big slice?
It's a piece. It's a piece.
Okay. Okay.
It's a Yog-sized piece. So
oh god.
Yog thinks that Yog got a small piece, but
right. Okay.
It might be a little bit big for a cat.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, so if you toss it, I would say it backs up enough so it lands in front of it. Like it's not trying to catch it midair. If it's a fucking rasher of bacon that you're throwing.
As long as the cat itself.
Right.
Full ass just thing of bacon. A slab.
Okay, yeah, and it starts kind of munching on it and eating it. Says, "Thank you. This isn't bad."
You're welcome.
Why are you doing this?
Would Cat like to be Yog's friend?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
That's fine.
Fish is honest.
Yogg and Yogg's friends are looking for an adventure or work. Yogg thought Cat might know.
Mm-hmm. Keep bringing bacon tomorrow, and I'll see what I can find.
Okay.
It's eaten. And that's like said, kind of through bites and as it's eating through this bacon.
Okay, Yogg will be back here tomorrow, or if Cat wants, Cat can find Yogg at the Chuckling Ass place.
I don't know where that is.
It's an inn with a horse on it.
You can find me here tomorrow.
Okay, that sounds good.
Anything else for me?
Yogg does have more bacon if you would like more bacon. Other than that, probably not.
Bring something different tomorrow. Fish.
Fish. Yogg can bring fish.
Yeah, and make just a persuasion check or animal handling, because I'd say either, whichever you feel more comfortable with.
God damn, bro. It's all my high rolls.
Right. So it's eaten about half this piece of bacon at this point, and just kind of looks and stares you up and down, says, "I like you, Yogg," and then takes the bacon, or gets ready to take the bacon. "Find me tomorrow." Takes the bacon and just kind of scampers off with it. The three of you, yeah, just hear just mews and chirps and meows like back and forth. The cat was very attentive, and yeah, just kind of starts walking off with it. Yogg, you are immediately bombarded by seagulls and the voices of all these individual seagulls.
Oh my god!
Demanding food, just so many different tempers, timbers, voices, volumes, and it's like it's overwhelming of just constant food. Give us food. Let us eat. Give us some, etc.
I'm gonna need the seagulls to make a persuasion check.
Okay, one big persuasion check, probably with like a -3 for charisma.
Yeah.
Damn, should we do anything?
It's still, yeah. The rest of you just start hearing this, and some of the people on the docks are starting to kind of judge to, not feed animals near the docks where seagulls frequent. Collectively, the seagulls rolled a 15 -2 or 3. I'll say -3. No charisma.
They have a negative charisma.
12. I would say yes. Have you met a seagull?
I think they're nice.
Yogg will put the bag into like Yogg's shirt, and Yogg is sorry, seagulls. Yogg does not have any more food for seagulls.
You start hearing some like insults and curse words being kind of laced in with the same cacophony of demanding food, but they do start to disperse probably quicker than seagulls normally would.
That's not nice.
Yogg, you probably hear some words that you've never heard before, Yogg, because these seagulls being by the docks. Yeah.
Oh my god, they are like are they like New Jersey seagulls?
Just a whole bunch of Carl seagulls.
Oh my god.
No, it'd be more like Boston.
Boston, yeah.
And now you hear Yogg for a brief moment just squawking like a seagull at this group that's formed above you. But they do start to disperse as you clearly make it clear that you're not going to be giving them food, and you're actually verbally saying it, which is a bit more convincing than the average non-animal communicator.
Val, what is a fuck noodle? Yogg does not heard that term before.
Oh, go on.
The seagulls called me it a bunch, and a bunch of other names.
I guess she could.
They-
I don't
They
know how to
also
explain
told
it.
me. I don't.
She can try and explain it. Maybe in Elvish.
You don't want to RP?
No, I don't know how to explain this. I don't know how to do this.
Okay. Is there an Elvish equivalent to a fuck noodle that will make it that's easier? As the one person that knows some Elvish?
Yog does know Elvish.
Right. But I'm saying also Grim knows
Yeah.
some Elvish,
Oh.
so I'll trust their
Actually,
word
there
for.
are not a lot of. Wait, so in Sindarin Elvish, there's not really a lot of like curse words equivalent to
That's
like
kind of what I was thinking.
fuck or
yeah.
shit or whatever. It's really just like actual like curses, you know?
Oh, right. Fair.
More like, well, one of them, it's like go kiss an orc. They're very like mild, honestly.
So yeah, there probably wouldn't be a translation for fuck noodle in Elvish.
I'd imagine there probably is. I don't know. I'd assume they're probably.
I'll say
similar.
collectively,
It's a
the
bad
three of
word.
you,
Yeah.
through various languages, can properly convey in terms that Yod understands what exactly he was called by these seagulls.
Wonderful.
All right, now let's see. Oh yeah, y'all gets it.
Yeah, it comes through. Yeah. You start to not like
awesome.
seagulls as much as you did before now. You kind of feel a little hurt, you know, Yog, the nature
That must
lover,
be-
and yeah.
Yog thinks maybe the other names they called Yog were also not nice. Maybe seagulls are not nice.
I'm not gonna.
Oh,
ask. I'm sorry.
Yog is supposed to bring fish here tomorrow for Cat, and Cat said that Cat liked Yog, and Cat will see what Cat can find. If Yog brings fish for Cat.
Oh, what do you know?
Okay.
We found the lead at the docks after all.
I mean, I wonder how much a cat could help.
Well, Cat seemed very smart. Cat knew what bacon was.
Well,
And Yog thinks smart people know what bacon is.
Yeah, I mean. Oh.
Can't argue with that.
Did we want to check around still? And we could ask around, or.
That's probably wise. Although I am inclined to hear this cat out.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think we should, to whatever end, but I don't think that should be our only lead. I don't know how much I trust this cat.
Yog thought the cat was very nice and truthful. But if Val thinks that we should ask other people as well, that is fine.
I mean, there's no harm in having multiple leads.
Sure.
Okay. So as you guys, since there's kind of only one way to really go from here, obviously you're at the edge of the city, so starting to travel back inwards. Do you know where you're going yet? From here to find more information besides from my cat? Because I don't believe you figured that out.
I recommended Othello again.
I don't. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't think we should go back to Othello because it just seems awkward. I don't know. Hey, do you have another job?
why
Hey,
would
we
that
need a
be?
job
We're
for-
back.
Yeah, hi, we're back. Do you have another job for us? We're bored.
Right, because you did speak to Othello the same morning.
Yeah.
I wonder why Val has social anxiety. I wonder why.
Wow, this party? Man.
So as we're at this point, you want to take another quick break because I could use the restroom and get more water, and then you guys can
also,
again.
yeah.
Yeah, I figured it's been about another hour and a half, and I will say, obviously, we're getting close, time-wise, to the end. If you want a quest from a cat, I'm gonna need to write something. I'm not going to improv that.
Okay,
So-
DM, question. Where is it that we need to go to pick up on the other story?
I don't know.
How do we skip into the exposition?
We found the segue. It's the cat.
Yeah,
the
that was it,
cat.
actually the whole time. You guys, I've been waiting for you guys to find this cat since session 1. That's the secret.
It was
That's
definitely.
It's
why
on
you're in
par.
Durendil.
It was fated to be.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna join the piss party.
I was gonna say, let me think about how I want to answer that, and then I'll
Well,
decide if I want
think
to railroad
we should go back to
or.
Laughing Stallion.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, and here's the other thing is, well, let's take a break. Let me think about what I want the next steps to be, given that we are close to when I want to end, just because of time and me getting sleep.
Yeah, I think real hard on this break.
I will. Because I want to progress, but at the same time, I want to make sure we're ending at a good spot. So as shitty as like being somewhat up in the air, but I almost would rather end up. I don't know. I'll think about it. Anyways, I said a whole bunch of words and didn't mean anything. So 5 minutes, we'll be back. Sorry, I'm very tired. I'll be back.
Piss party.
Piss
Anyone
party.
not pissing has the chat.
Yay.
Imagine not pissing, losers.
What?
Nothing.
What a weird out of context thing.
It was perfectly in context. How dare you?
I mean, just imagine someone like just popped into stream, and that is the first thing they hear. It's funny. Go piss.
Okay, Mom.
Go piss, girl. God, I need to send you that meme. Oh. Well, hello, chat. Codex, are you here still? I suppose not. I guess it's just me. Well, hello, everyone. Hi, I hope you're enjoying our, the unpacking. Actually, no, I was gonna say, we haven't really done much unpacking. We haven't really done very much unpacking of the trauma of, the last 2 sessions. We haven't really talked about that. It was a great start tonight. Wasn't sure what to expect. It's fun. It feels good to be back in the player chair again, for better or for worse. It's great. It's awesome. I'm excited. I'm happy. Excited to see what's going to where this is going to take us. Obviously, everyone, please go follow my. Well, they're not my players this time. My wonderful compatriots. Do it right now, especially TG. I know he says he hasn't really put a lot of work into this, but he definitely has. Deserves all of the love. Anyway, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to talk about. I'm sorry. I am actually kind of tired.
Yeah, are you? You're a little tired. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, wow. Is that? I don't like your tone.
I wasn't trying to have a tone. I was sitting there listening to you struggle to find something to say, and then decided I should speak.
Can you see that? This is Can you understand why I'm having trouble actually just playing my character? I don't know what to fucking say. I don't know how to talk.
Yeah.
I don't know how to speak. What are words?
What are words? It's so hard talking as Yogg and also trying to give the group a direction because we don't have a direction.
Yeah.
But Yogg is not great at elucidating ideas at all.
Well, Val's ideas are exhausted. so I don't know. I also, I hate having to put everything I think or say through like 5 different filters. It's rough.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, like, Yogg is the weirdest combination of completely mindless and full impulse, but also I have to put it through Yogg filter before I actually say it, because I can't just say it. I have to say it as Yogg.
The true challenge.
Yeah, this is why Sophia was needed in the one shot to push the narrative a bit.
Oh,
and make decisions.
That's why we have Cat.
Speaking of, this like sultry cat.
Another divine sign.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh my God, does Bryson do ASMR?
It was so good, dude. Honestly, kind of relaxing.
I was like caught kind of off guard. I was like, oh my God.
I think I made him a little bit more.
I almost felt bad.
A little more booming the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, loved it though. No, speaking of Sophia, I don't have a letter written up for Val's mom, but I do have a letter written for Sophia.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask figured I would ask offline. Obviously, you want to talk about it, you can, but I could very curious as to what this is gonna be.
I could just post it in the chat. It's just short.
Okay.
It's not like super important. It's really just like saying thank you, I guess. And I think if I remember, there's like 5 gold or something like that in the letter in the envelope.
Okay.
It's like a small sum of coins. Well, quote unquote small sum of coins.
But the coins you sent
different.
You sent
So that was
okay.
The letter for Sophia. I think Val finished that when we were in Carrington's Copse still.
Okay.
So I think it was 5. It was 3 or 5 gold that she put in the letter, in the little envelope.
Okay.
It's like 3 coins. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then for her mother, she probably would have finished up the letter the previous night or a couple days ago, and then is sending in addition a small sum of coins.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, kind of a significant sum of coins, but.
Well, for common folk. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious about the letter. Whenever you want to send it, put it here, put it in Discord, whatever works.
I could just put it in the. I have a little PDF or text file.
Doesn't matter. It'll get summarized.
I'll just put it in the
Discord
in the group chat, and I can summarize. The one to Val's mom.
Okay. Yeah, whatever you want to do, whatever means. Okay. So, I am super indecisive on exactly what I want to push, and again, it is nearing 2:00. How 2:00 Eastern time? So here's what I'm thinking. If you were to get to a certain spot, it's just going to kind of be the intro to something. I don't want to get into any kind of really deep combat or big decision making, since it is getting late, and I don't want that to cascade and then have a harder spot to stop at. So, do we want? I know we've been doing it all night, but do we want to RP the stallion a bit and then pick up and end the session after that? Do we want to end now and I can come up with something that the cat's going to talk to you guys about come the next in-game day, as well as I can probably flesh out more hooks for whenever you might find a job board or something like that? Or what do you want to do? Because I'm reading the room of me being tired. I know Codex probably isn't super lucid at this point, which is fine, and I imagine everyone else is getting to that point of being tired. So
we're in a pretty natural, conclusive spot right now. I will kind of quickly say that I don't mind a fair amount of railroading to start things out. Not that I enjoy RPing, because even though we had no direction, there was a lot of very silly, a lot of silliness today. It was a lot of fun.
And that kind of worked for me being a DM for the first time in months. And yeah, because I definitely enjoyed it too. And I don't hate railroading. I just want to make sure it's not completely off the literally. Well, I guess off the rails. I can't say literally, but
I think railroading is fine to start things out. I think it's when the real problem comes when, you know, like railroading happens during the whole thing, like the one shot I ran for you guys, like you were railroaded into the start, like you didn't get a choice in the job. You just, hey, we took this job, here we are. What do you do?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, everyone okay with ending here or doing a little bit of the laugh? Do you want to do the Laughing Stallion tonight, and then I'll reconvene what I want to do and maybe push a little bit more because I do need to do that because I want to start more of it. But it was also me still just hemming and hawing in my own internal struggles of what I wanted to do before this session started on certain things. So
you handled our silliness great, by the way.
Thanks. It's a struggle sometimes, but it's fun to keep up, to try and keep up because I do enjoy it.
The cat was perfect.
Oh my gosh.
No, but actually that was a good cat.
Hey, dude, I like the cat.
Okay, Grim, were you saying you wanted us to do a certain thing?
Yeah.
Were you about to say something?
I kind of want to do the Laughing Stallion, but I also understand if you guys want to end.
I was gonna say we could probably just end it off at the do some Laughing Stallion and then it there.
I was gonna say it's either do we want to end the session with the Laughing Stallion or do you want that to be the natural starting point and opening with that RP where it's kind of an easy start? I'm fine either way. I'm truly fine either way. It's just I'm kind of phrasing it in that sense.
I don't know because I'm not sure. I think so what was the room situation again in the Laughing Stallion? I think we had 2 separate rooms and it was Codex and Dalen.
I think you have 2 rooms with 2 twin beds.
Yep, it was Codex and Dalen and Val and Yogg. Right?
I mean, you had 2 rooms, however you want to split them up, but I believe that's how you ended it last time.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think come night, I think there's a conversation Val would like to have with Yogg. But probably don't. I don't know if we want to do it this session.
I'm fine either way. Honestly, it's up to you guys. I'm not.
I feel like this will be.
I'm awake enough that if you wanted to do that RP, we can. Yeah. But also, like starting it off with that is just fine too. I'm fine either way.
I feel like that might be better because that way we have a couple things that you guys specifically want to do, and that way we start the session with a good, easy flowing RP moment, and then it kind of gets into the session versus we exhaust all these conversations and then it's what do you want to do? You know what I mean? I think it'll be a good way to kickstart the session next time.
Okay, because that's after. I'm thinking that's probably gonna be after like whatever dinner they have, whatever in the Laughing Stallion. Yeah, not sure where that lines up for.
Okay,
whatever.
let's end it here, and I will. Yeah, we'll say you're en route as you leave the docks, a little bit lighter on bacon, and having met a cat acquaintance. It's kind of a one-way friendship at this point. Cat.
Hey, Cat said that she liked Yogg too. It may not be a friendship.
She liked you. Did not say she wanted to be friends. So it's getting there.
What?
In cat terms, that's pretty great. Yeah.
That's pretty high up there
good,
for a stray dock cat. Yeah, that's pretty great.
Can we
like you rolled 20 and 22, so yeah, you did pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down. Yeah, I'm down for adoption. Let's go.
She doesn't have a name. That's so sad.
Doesn't have a name.
I feel like
always been a little stray cat.
You. Yeah.
So we can. That'll be a fun level of
bribing the cat.
Dungeon delving with a cat alongside, like not a magical cat, not one that has more than a couple of hit points, just a cat.
Well, we don't know
regular cat.
We don't know that it's not a magical cat yet.
That's true.
It could be another druid in cat disguise.
Oh my goodness. Well,
conning errant sailors for bacon.
That is a good question. Can you speak with animals to a wild-shaped druid?
I would imagine so.
Sure.
Since
a wild-shaped druid can't talk, right?
Yeah. That's what you would have.
Physical.
Yeah, you'd have to do. You'd have to do that to be able to talk have them talk back to you. You can talk to them in common. Like they still understand all the languages and stuff. They just can't talk back.
Yeah, they're still mentally the druid.
So I would imagine it would, with my gut feeling would be a, regular person in whatever form would be able to understand a wild-shaped druid talking if they cast Speak with Animals.
Yeah.
Because the druid is effectively an animal, just with the cognitive abilities, which doesn't really matter in this case. As long as the animal has some intelligence, Speak with Animals works. So. Yeah.
For sure.
So yeah, I would say that would work. And yeah, like Sisk said, the druid's going to understand perfectly fine, as is, without the spell. So yeah, it's just a matter of understanding the beast form.
So maybe it is a wild-shaped druid.
Could be.
Could be.
Could be. We'll have to tune in next time to find out.
Next time.
All right, so let's conclude there. So on the way to the Laughing Stallion, we'll conclude. We'll say as you approach, as you see it in the near distance, as the sun hasn't started to set yet since it is summer, but I would say you start to smell the embracing, or you start to embrace the smells of freshly cooked meats and whatnot coming from the door as you open it up. That's where we'll end. Right outside the Laughing Stallion. I will even move you guys over there.
Wow, suspense.
Ending where we started, man.
Yeah, right.
Maybe next time we'll see some freshwater eels.
Oh yeah. We do have to. Yog does have to get a fish for the cat. So
there you go. Okay. All right. Well, that was fun, guys. Thanks for bearing with me on my lack of planning and more nebulous stuff, but I enjoyed it.
Love how
that was you guys playing and me mediating.
We really avoided unpacking everything. Like,
hey,
Yog unpacked.
Dalen tried.
The NPCs tried too.
Dalen,
I know.
is an idiot.
I'm sorry. Val avoided unpacking things. Yog unpacked in Yog's way because Yog doesn't know how to verbalize how Yog is feeling.
That's fair.
So we did it. And we solved our problems with bacon.
Exactly.
We had a little bit of background reveals. Nothing terribly surprising, but it still reveals nonetheless. So that's exciting.
So we found out bacon is the key. We had divine intervention with the bacon cart, and more divine intervention with the cat.
Yeah,
And he pissed off a vegetarian.
Oh.
I feel like the vegetarian was already pissed off, and
that was very much somebody really needing to get business done, and Yog taking a very long time to ask silly questions.
Yog being Yog.
That was the first person that did not have patience for Yog, honestly.
I've never felt more like a parent.
Running around the temple.
Yeah, trying to. Oh my god. Trying to catch
outside of a medical ward.
Oh God.
Just imagine Yog just walking into a hospital and leaving a kebab for a
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
On the floor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just on the floor. Yeah.
There were tables anywhere.
No, the guy told Yog to leave.
Yeah.
So Yog.
Okay, yeah, that was the second person to run out of patience. Actually, no, 3 people ran out of patience with Yog.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sumina, the sick guy, and the courier.
Yeah.
Clerk.
I like imagining Sumina's face just seeing the fucking meat on the ground.
I wonder if her reaction to that is somewhat akin to Val's reaction to seeing you guys do the kobold barbecue way back in session 2.
It's probably not terribly far off. Yeah.
I forgot we did that.
It's like a different level because it's like dead kobold barbecue is one thing. Leaving meat outside of a sick person that you're accidentally badgering is another. Yeah.
just accidentally uncouth in the worst way.
2 very different scenarios with similar levels of shame and frustration from
I don't even know what to say.
Under the same temple.
Yeah, like what are you supposed to how are you supposed to respond to that?
Exactly.
That's for you to find out.
I know.
Sumina kicked Yog out. That was how Sumina reacted.
That's the beauty of Yog's character. It's so good.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so fucking good.
Sumina was like laughing a little bit, but
talk about guilt.
business.
Jeez. I thought Val had guilt from the last session.
Yeah, Yog's a blast. It's really fun to just be childlike sometimes.
Yeah.
And just be like, because Yog has no patience for religious stuff at all. Like, can you imagine Yog growing up in a temple? Like, it's just it's,
I can imagine that.
Yeah, how horrible that would go. Yeah, but Yog didn't break anything.
He didn't.
Yog didn't break anything.
Yeah.
Nope.
Did Yog touch the statue?
Yeah, there would have been a big,
Or like the branch?
not a huge statue, but a decent sized statue with the branch in it.
Yog was probably being very careful not to touch things because Val.
And I would say Val probably would have screamed if Val saw Yog reaching for any of that. So I would say that probably didn't happen. I would say it was a look, don't touch.
Yeah, Yog in that case was very cognizant of not touching things because Val did drive the point home. Now, whether Yog remembers that for the next time they go to the temple or not,
oh boy,
I have no guarantees there.
Talk about desecrating a temple.
Yeah, find a different temple that you guys will explore, and
oh my God.
no warnings given beforehand.
Oops.
Just as long as it's not Althea's temple, it's fine.
Okay.
It's not Val's liability anymore if it's not that.
I need to work on my judicial system in this city.
Yeah, it is still surprising.
Yeah,
it's surprising Yog hasn't been arrested yet.
Oh my God.
You were really, I mean, the bear thing would have been interesting in the meat market or the world's market.
Yeah.
Feeding a bunch of seagulls would have drawn some ire of the sailors. You probably wouldn't have gotten arrested, but it could have been something. Could have been a fine. Like feeding a large cloud of seagulls in an area of industry could have been bad.
It's a perfect prank.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. See how that holds up in court. That's fun.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna sign off stream.
Goodbye, chat.
Stream.
Bye, chat.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
I do still have the recording up. If we have any post-session chats other than scheduling.
Yeah,
in which I will
obviously
end
the
the
holidays are
recording for
coming
that.
up, which will be crazy. Yeah.
How do you guys feel about next Tuesday?
Well, I don't know about that.
Oh
The day
yeah.
of Christmas.
Boxing Day, let's go.
I know we were joking running ICNA then. It worked. It'll work for me. It's my mom's birthday, but we're not really doing anything big.
Your mom could join us. Let's go.
There.
Actually, I am gonna run a home game for her and my sister. I have their minis done. I love
Ari,
that. You need to help me with the dungeon. Please.
Oh yeah,
That's what I wanted to talk
yeah.
to you about, and then he got sick.
Or are you gonna do like a big physical map? Is that gonna be your first
Yes,
time
I'm
with like
gonna
an
do.
actual?
I'm gonna actually build some terrain. Yeah, it's gonna be fun,
Nice.
but I gotta design the dungeon first. I have ideas. I want to do it like so. My mom is playing a changeling. A changeling ranger. At the moment, she might switch to
A changer?
A changer.
I think she might end up switching to wizard or something of the like. She seemed to like that more. We haven't fully decided yet, but basically a changeling who is raised among halflings. And then
Nice.
And then my sister is going to be playing a Eladrin druid. So an Eladrin, for those of you who don't know, is basically like a seasonal elf. So they're like a
Like
fae variant. Well, I say fae variant. Elves are fae, but they're like they're like fae. They're native. Well, weird words, but they're like nature themed. God, that also doesn't work. Nature themed elves. That's redundant.
I know what you're trying to get at. I understand
they're directly from the Feywild, and they have like different appearances based on the season. So they're like a very nature based thing. So anyway, I was gonna base something I think in the Feywild, and maybe do like a ancient like overgrown ruins, and they have to retrieve some sort of artifact. Yeah, haven't fully decided yet, but yeah.
Okay,
So
that's
I
fun.
mean, if you want my mom to join, Ikna.
I would love that.
Chaos.
She is completely new to D&D, so
Boy. What a great introduction.
I know.
Yeah, we're a great party to learn with.
I've been meaning. I need to make her a cheat sheet just for the one character. God, I had to make her a whole book for for joining into that party. That's okay. Actually, yeah. Speaking of, I think yes, we did do. Okay, well, actually, one. Can I stop the recording? Are we gonna talk anymore? Are we gonna unpack this session anymore? Or...
You guys.
I don't know. Are we?
Yeah. Val's doing great. Val's doing great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, can we talk about 2 of my first 3 rolls for one-off NPC shenanigans for nat 20s? And I haven't had a nat 20 as Ren in a few sessions.
Yep, that's the DM's curse. Notice how the best I rolled tonight? I rolled 119 and then everything else was like below a 10.
Yeah. I like to think that Codex just observed all of the Yogg-Val interactions and saw through Yogg's bullshit so easily, but Val couldn't figure it out.
Val's not very insightful. Her wisdom's kind of mediocre. That's what I'm waiting for the next level to boost a little bit. But like, her insight's shit.
Yeah.
At least she knows when to try.
She knows how to talk.
Yeah.
She can talk good, but yeah. Yeah, man. Fucking, oh my god, Bryson is gonna make me cry. I swear.
Dude.
Oh. That was good.
Figure it out, lol.
Figure it out. I don't know. It's really sweet.
Can't be hand-holding the paladin that much.
It was actually a really good pep talk, especially the second portion too, like at the very end.
I know. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, I wasn't exactly sure where I was gonna go if you rolled like good on a percentile roll. Like,
so wait, so for that, is it I have to roll really, really low, or is it like really, really high?
I believe it's technically low. So the idea is like if you have a 10% chance of something to happen,
yes, you
need to roll
like,
a 1 to 10.
You're treating it like divine intervention, the cleric ability.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Versus rolling a 99. Right. So a 1 to 10 succeeds on a 10% chance.
Jeez.
Yes.
Yeah, I can roll low on a D20, but when it comes to a D100...
Right. What'd you get, like a 36?
Yeah, well, I was just thinking back to playing Ophelia in Squatch's one-shot with trying to contact the mother and having to roll high and ended up rolling, like, in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, it's great. But, no, it's fine.
It was a super long shot to get any kind of Althea conversation, but figured it was worth a shot. And I knew that Bryson was going to be there if not, so.
I wonder if that was what that percentage was for.
Yeah. Figured there's a chance. Being in a temple that you took the oath in, I was like, yeah, there's a chance. Super low chance, but a chance.
It's just a minor god. It's not like talking to, like, Pelor or...
Right, yeah.
Anyone, yeah.
She might have time, just not tonight.
Yeah, no.
Didn't quite get there. Yeah. Gotta figure out your own shit. Because I don't know what I would have said as her.
I don't know. I have no fucking clue.
Because I wouldn't have been able. I could have just given you a quest. Go to the. just go there.
Super vague. Yeah. Actually, that would be really funny.
Could have happened.
Yeah.
I would have had to figure something out.
Man, Marissa's really.
Had to figure out how to talk as a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And seagulls.
The whole reason I brought up animals. The whole reason I brought it up. I was like, I gotta make TG talk as an animal here.
And it's been
too long.
We almost got all transfixed by that seagull in the distance.
I swear it must have been a pelican or something.
Right, because I was gonna say there has to be animals. You're at a dock. There's gonna be birds, but like, I can't roll it an 8.
Yeah, we all came together on that one.
Right, and if Yogg didn't, I was saying the cat's walking away, so you had to act in a certain amount of time, but you made it work. So you've talked to what? A squirrel, a pig, seagulls, a cat,
chickens,
and the cows. Yeah, that whole menagerie.
Yeah,
that's right.
You really did.
Chickens.
You really did capture the essence of a cat.
Oh yeah, it was great.
That was perfect.
You're great at talking as animals. You're fantastic at it.
Yeah, right. I've talked about as many animals as I have important NPCs at this point. So, the very first, it wasn't the very first campaign I ran, but the first session of a campaign, one of my buddies was a druid and talked to some pigs, and he got like. I love my buddy to death, but he's not the brightest guy, and he's not the quickest when it comes to like wit and conversation. So like the pigs like almost like out debated him on something by just like pointing out something stupid that he said.
Pigs are pretty smart.
You're right, but
pigs are actually I think on average pigs are like smarter than like human toddlers.
They're like the average, yeah.
Yeah.
And like similar to certain dog breeds and stuff, but still, this was. I don't know, half elf, I think he was, like, still, and like, but it was just funny because that was like one of the first things he wanted to do as a druid, naturally, speak with animals, and then kind of got roasted by the pig a little bit with whatever he was saying. I can't remember anymore. So, yeah, I've got some experience in that sense, I guess.
It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, the cat was just easy since it was just super mellow and full of itself and disregarding most of what you said, but you rolled so damn high. Like,
yeah.
It would have been. I was very much ready for it to take the food and go and just be done with you. But
I rolled high enough to interest a cat, man. Like that's impressive. That's a
big
achievement.
Yeah, seriously. So, but yeah, that was fun.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end the recording then. So we can talk about Ikda, which I mean we can talk about on YouTube, but whatever, it's fine. Alright, everyone say bye, I guess.
Bye,
I guess.